goes the notifications. Haven't seen those in a while. That'll call some people out. Maybe did I not take care of the Rumble? I thought I did. Something's wrong with the Rumble. I've got a problem with Rumble. We're gonna fix it. We'll fix it right now. Sorry guys, I got a little issue with my Rumble here. I thought I did this already.
Mickey
Martin.
Hey Mickey.
Grand Rising, all smash that like button on our way and cool thumbs up. Collision popcorn, collision popcorn, collision.
Collision popcorn, collision popcorn, collision. Yeah, okay. I made a mistake on the Rumble, but we'll be okay. It just takes a second. I can see that it's not broadcasting. Boom, hello, Rumble's on. Everybody. And there are some viewers waiting, and they're going to get a signal here, and I'm just going to... Here we go. Okay, great. Hello on Rumble. Sorry, I kind of messed up on the initialization. I miscopied and pasted the URL. When you have to do that every time you do Rumble, and sometimes I misclick, and if I'm not watching and I'm kind of excited about going live, then when I go live, everything goes live except for Rumble. But there's a fix. I mean, all I have to do is go back and recopy and paste the information from Rumble into my restream, and boom.
Bye.
Tropical thing, bye. Oh, wait. Tropical thing, don't buy yet. It might actually go lower, so I would wait. I would buy at 27. You know, I would wait because we're down at what, 26.2 right now or something. Yeah, I would suggest waiting a little bit. Be patient. We could go as low as 20,000 and just be patient with it. You know, I think we'll be fine. But you know, if you want to purchase, you could. I'm thinking if you want to make a quick buck, I would wait and just make sure. Set some alerts so you know what this market is up to. You know.
Tropical thing. True, never all in at once.
True, never all in at once. Exactly, Tropical. Pick up a little taste and then watch the market drop more and then get you some. That's what I do.
Thing.
It always drops when you buy.
39,280. Nays Garden Mugsy.
Thank you, Tropical Thing, for the emote. I love that. Yeah, every time I purchase crypto, the value drops immediately. I know it's coincidental, but it just seems to always happen that way. So I buy a little bit. If I want to buy, say I want to buy $1,000 worth of crypto, I'll only buy like $250 worth, and I'll keep that $750 and wait for the value to drop. And then if it doesn't drop, oh well. But if it does, then I'll get even more, and I'll try to get that full 1,000. Usually I do stuff like that. Let me fix my camera brightness here. It's a little too bright. I think we're good right there. Great.
Trendy Hutch 710.
Hutch!
Yo-yo.
Hutch, where you been, buddy? Hey, it's Josh G on the Rumble. JJ Karma. Hey, JJ Karma on the Rumble. Hello. Hello.
Trendy Hutch 710. Working my man working.
Working my man, working my man. That's cool, man. Trendy Hutch, cool. We got 11 people on the Rumble. I really recommend you guys make the move to Rumble. I'm at Nays Garden. We are really blowing up the community, the Nays Garden community over there, and I couldn't be happier. So, let's get into it, man. Since we got 11 people, which is plenty for me, we got 6 people on the other channels. I could bring that number up too, I guess. Let me do that. Bring that chat number up. No. There we go. There we go. Yes, yes. That shows that we're broadcasting to 13 out of 13 other channels aside from the Rumble. I like that. You guys like that? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, man. All right, so yes, I promise you better shows with these show numbers. You're going to get much better content. Speaking of content, you know, everybody's putting out content, and, you know, you put up so much content like I do, you're going to be able to catch us saying one thing on one day and then being hypocritical and saying the opposite thing on another day. Anybody could do that to me. Absolutely. You guys could make me look like a total fool. I could do it to Jimmy Dore. You know, I could do it to Tim Pool. You know, I could do it to anybody on the news. I could do it to anybody that does it's got a lot of hours. You're going to catch them, and you'll be able to play gotcha with them. But you know what I've noticed lately is nobody cares anymore that you said one thing on one day and then you said something else somebody on another day. Nobody cares. And if you say, haha, look, you said that on that day and then you said that on that day. Yeah. I don't even care if it was the next minute in the same podcast. I don't care. We're talking a lot. We're creating content. We're content creators. We're up against the wall. We're always trying to make you happy, right? Sometimes you're going to say something that is going to go against completely of something you say on another day. Somebody can grab that content, put it together, and make you look like you're a liar. And you would be a little hypocritical. Absolutely. But at the same time, understand the pressure that we as content creators are under every day to keep you guys watching, keep these numbers up. So we got to talk when we have to produce content for you guys. It's like a rule of averages, the law of averages. Pretty soon you're going to catch something, or if somebody's really bad, you're going to catch a whole bunch of stuff. This happened to Kyle Kalinske the other day. I'm not a fan of his. I did used to watch him years ago.
It's not easy.
But I stopped. Let me tell you something. He recently said that the Democrats are by far better than the Republicans. And then they went and they mined a whole bunch of things he said good about Donald Trump and the Republican Party. A whole bunch of things. And made him look like an idiot. I want you guys to know you could do the exact same thing to me. It would be easy. If you had access to that information, you go on my websites and you go on my videos, and they're all available. You could just take any kind of editing software and make me look like a complete fool. Who cares? Do you care? Do you know what I care about? Where are you this moment? I don't care where you were 5 minutes ago. Maybe you learned something 5 minutes ago. Maybe you met a whole group of people that changed your mind. Maybe you had an epiphany. Maybe you had an accident. Maybe you got bumped on the head. Maybe you just felt one way on one day and you felt the opposite way on another day. We're all human beings. Some people make mistakes. A lot of us are hypocrites. We say one thing on one day, we'll say something completely different on another. You could call me on that. You catch me a million ways to Sunday on all of this stuff, guys. Just so you know who I am. But the most important thing between me and you is where we are at this current moment. Where is Kyle Kalinske at this moment? Where is Jimmy Dore at this moment? Where is Russell Brand at this moment? Where's Donald Trump at this moment? I don't care where he was 20 years ago, 50 years ago when he was going after the Central Park 5. I realize that doesn't matter. Where's Donald Trump today? Oh, he's written more legislation to help African Americans than any other president in our history. Wow. In fact, Joe Biden was the one that wrote the legislation that hurt more African Americans than any president in our history. The crime bill. Wow, this guy's making some sense. I digress. All I'm trying to say is we're going to say what we mean at that moment. And that's the moment that you should be most concerned with. Not what I said yesterday, not what I said last week, not what Kyle Klinsky said a year ago. But what is he saying now? Well, Kyle Klinsky says the Democrats can't do any wrong at all, and they're far better than the Republicans. Wow. Huh. Where'd that come from, Kyle? That's a hell of a journey, but at least we know how you feel, bro. At least we know where you're at. You know, you're clouding your mind with team playing crap. You're on that team, and your team can do no wrong. I get it. But where are you right now at this second? That's all that matters to me. And the playing the gotcha thing, I've done it. I've done it with the truth here. Oh, gotcha. You said this and then that happened. Ooh, I gotcha. You said this and then you said that. I gotcha. Ooh, I got Jimmy Dore. Gotcha. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about gotcha anymore, because we all evolved, and I think we're all growing faster and more efficiently because of the internet than ever before. So we're experiencing these moments of hypocrisy seemingly as we evolve. You call me a hypocrite all you want. All I want to know is, can we be friends and can we talk? That's it. And if what I say bothers you and you can't listen to me, then we're just going to have to shake hands and call it, or you might not even want to shake my hand and call it a day. But I really hope you choose to stay and watch the show, because I think I've got some really good content for you. This one is a really important one, because the man who made all of this possible today, W.H. Grandpa, is having some issues. And you know what's funny? He's having the exact same issues that I was having years ago when I was very popular on YouTube. And there was a time, long time ago, on an internet far, far away from today, Trendy Nay was a thing. I mean, I was a dude, and I would go out and people would recognize me. Dude, Nay, from the Trendy Ass Dabbers, man, I watch your show all the time. Dude, I love your shit. You're crazy. Oh my God, will you get high with me? You know? That was a good thing when it was going on. And then algorithms came, and then I disappeared. And then I became nothing.
Danny DiPolito. My boy Nay.
Danny
Hope you are well.
DiPolito. Hey, what's up, buddy? Back in the day, when I was popular, I had a lot of haters. People didn't like me. They'd come in and they'd say bad things about me.
710. You cut your off.
And then somebody would come around and they would say, they'd be like, "Nay, man, is this you sending me a friend request on Facebook?" And I'd be like, "I don't know, maybe. What is it?" Well, here. And it would be a picture of me, and it would be an account with no followers, right? Which I've got 6 accounts, so I've got 6 Facebook accounts, and they all have my real name on it. They're all called Ben Shader, and it's all me. So I look at the picture and I look and see if it's got my posts on it, and I tell them, yeah, that's me. But the fact is, there have been a lot of impersonators that have impersonated me and tried to sell people drugs, and they're not even trying to sell drugs. They're stealing money from people, using my image, using my name, my good reputation, that I take care of people, man, and I try to tell the truth to everybody. And people come in and they impersonate me because they want to capitalize off of my good name, and they want to use that to rip people off. Right? Boy, oh boy, was I frustrated with that. And I started going on Facebook and I started reporting the accounts. And, every once in a while an account would get taken down, but usually I would check back. There's probably still a fake account of me on Twitter. It's Trendy Ass Dabber. That's not me. And that account got abandoned years ago, but Twitter still refuses to take it down. As many times as I've contacted them, and it bothers me, right? Because that person could use my image to rip you off, to do you harm, to do bad things to you, to do all kinds of... Well, I mean, what would you do if Trendy Nate called you up and said, "Hey, man, I'm going to be in your area. Meet me here. I want to get high with you." It sounded like my voice, or somebody texted you from my account or from an account you thought was mine and said, "Let's meet up," and all they really want to do is rob you or hurt you. Right? You've learned to get thick skin, Hinterac, right? Dealing with impersonators takes a lot of time for a podcaster. It shouldn't be a thing. It should be a lot easier to report these people. But YouTube, and I'm only talking about YouTube, makes this so hard for people like us to protect our image. We are the dirt. You know who the kings are of YouTube?
Harriet
The trolls,
Thomas.
the Anano trolls.
Good morning, Nate.
Good morning,
Jazzy
Jazzy. Oh,
Danny DiPolito.
Danny
How that
DiPolito.
happened to me.
How that
But it
happened
was
to
my
me.
brother who would
But
rip
it was my
PPL
brother
off
who
for
would
Bud in the
rip
bars
PPL
years
off for
back.
Bud in the bars
BC, we
years
look
back.
alike.
Because you look alike. That's terrible, Danny DiPolito. I'm sorry to hear that. 36 in here. Smash that like. Let's keep those algorithms high. Gnarly Gagger, thank you for asking people to give me a thumbs up. I hope they're listening to you.
710.
Good morning.
Switch
I
you
will
to
give me a
and
thumbs up.
drinking
How about that?
to
I'll
the
give
club.
myself a thumbs up because I always used to. Ooh, 9 thumbs ups. Thank you. Because I always used to, because none of my audience members from back then would ever give me thumbs ups. So I would give every single one of my videos a thumbs up. So most of them have 1 thumbs up for me. Isn't that pathetic? It's pathetic, right? You guys give me thumbs ups and let me know that you love me, that I can feel your love through those thumbs ups. Man, that would mean everything to me. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. So,
Hatch 710.
Emote
Emote 539,332. Nays Garden May Bird. Harriet Brady Thomas. I always give you thumbs up. Harriet Brady Thomas.
thank you, Harriet.
Jazzy O.
Yes, Harriet. Yes, I knew it was Jazzio. So, dealing with all of these accounts, whatever, I've just learned, usually I just blow it off now. Because you know what? It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I like podcasting and my face is out there. Donald Trump's face is out there too. He gets impersonated all the time too. Right? It's not my fault, and I'm not going to spend too much time over it because, if YouTube doesn't care about their own users enough to give me the tools to protect them, what else can I do? I'm backed into a corner. So, this is what I would tell our dear leader, WH
Harriet
Grandpa,
Brady Thomas.
who I love,
What people think
unconditionally
about me is none of my
love this
business.
man. This is what I would tell him, and this is what I hope you guys would recommend to him too. You know what? Be like Trendy Nabro. It's a sign when people are impersonating you, you've made it. And it's to be expected. I'm sorry, I'm blurry. It's to be expected. People are going to do it. Even your own followers will do it. And you should just think about it, that it's not your fault. It's not your responsibility. And you can do everything you can to let your audience know that there's fake accounts out there with you, and it's got to be on your audience. And if they contact one of these people and they end up getting ripped off by someone that's acting like me, and they're like, I gave this guy $1,000 and I never heard from him again. I was like, really? You thought you were sending me $1,000 to sell you drugs? It's on you, bro. You know how many times I've told my audience I don't sell drugs to anyone ever? So if anyone ever contacts you on the internet trying to sell you cannabis, it ain't me. Contact me on this show when I'm live. 50, 60 people have done that in the past. Absolutely. On the live show. Yo, Nay, was this you? Yo, Nay, was this you? Yo, Nay, did you send me this? Yo, Nay, somebody's trying to sell me this. Yo, Nay, bro, I've seen it so many times. Trust me. When I was huge, it was a big problem. Then the algorithm silenced me. And guess what? The impersonators all kind of melted away too, because I wasn't quite popular anymore. WH Grandpa's getting more and more popular. He's getting bigger, and he's on Truth Social, and he's not being silenced, and he's not being subverted, and he's not being algorithmed. So what does that mean? It means, bro, this is only going to get worse. There's going to be more impersonators. They're going to impersonate your dog. They're going to impersonate your girl. They're going to impersonate you. They're going to do whatever they can, because that's what trolls do, because these social media sites let them do it, and they don't give us the tools to fight back. We're not strong enough, and that's okay. So this is your recourse, bro. I'm going to tell you right now. It's not what you want to hear, but this is the answer. I'm telling you, it's the answer. Keep your audience informed. Let them know that these accounts exist, and you keep doing you. And don't let these sons of bitches stop you, because maybe, just maybe, one of those accounts is some Democrat that doesn't like your right-wing rhetoric. And they're doing it because you said, if anybody does this, I'm going. And they're like, oh, all I got to do is make a fake account on wherever and let Grandpa know, and I've controlled him and his voice and silenced his whole audience? No. We're putting our foot down, and Grandpa, come back to us, okay? And just trudge through this with us. It's a part of being out there. And I know you like to keep your identity secret. That's cool. When I started on YouTube, I did too. My face was out there, but I didn't tell anybody my real name. Ever. It was fucking Facebook that fucked me up my... I'm sorry. It was Facebook that forced me to use my real name, exposing my name to the whole world. Once that happened, there was a little bit of problem. People would find my phone number, they'd harass me. It got a little dicey for a little while, but you know what? I had a really good girlfriend when I was going through most of that, and she was very supportive, and she helped out a lot. And you know what I found out? I love podcasting, and I love people, and if these trolls want to stop me from talking to you, then that's only going to make me bigger and badder and louder! And everybody's going to hear me now! And Grandpa, that's just perspective that I'm giving you. I hope you choose that perspective as from the perspective that, oh, you know, all these guys are coming out now and I just can't do this anymore. You can, bro. We got you. Just instruct your audience to report the fake accounts. They find a fake account on any other social media account and it's not you, report it. And if it's you, you'll get a notification and you'll be like, no, it's me, blah, 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 whatever. But that's all you got to do. And your audience will handle that for you. You know why? Because your audience doesn't want you to leave, Grandpa. They will do anything to keep you here. They will do anything to keep you here. So I hope that you don't leave social media, and I hope that you eventually watch this broadcast, and I hope you come back to your audience because, bro, I'm telling you, I have only for a few mere microseconds felt the love of your audience. Just for a few microseconds, and I could never walk away from that, bro. So don't walk away. We love you. We want you back. We want you on social media. It's where you belong. You are a voice that brings people together. And it's the most important thing, so let's trudge through it, Grandpa. Let me and you, bro, and the rest of your badass audience, and the rest of my handful of audience members, you know, we've got 40 of your audience members here and 12 of mine, brother. Understand that. Understand that. You are the force, the driving force behind this show now. And I don't want to lose you. I just got you, bro. I don't want to lose you. So, and your audience doesn't want to lose you. What the hell? I'm getting messages here. I'm getting messages. Hold on. My girl. My baby. Oh, everybody just calm down. Everybody just calm down. We've learned to get thick skin over time. Shit rolls off the shoulders. Yeah, languages may be different, but having a meal speaks the same language. We all better figure pretty darn quick that we are all on the same team, regardless of political affiliation, religion, skin color, etc. We all best be on team human beings. Texas Patriot Mont. Oh my God, you sound like a trendy. Holy shit. Texas Patriot Mont. These two audiences need to come together for sure. Patriot Mont, Texas Patriot Mont, just said this, guys. We all better figure out pretty darn quick that we are all on the same team, regardless of political affiliation, religion, skin color, etc. We all best be on team human beings. I love you, Texas Patriot Mont. That's it. No boxes. Right. Hey, look who's here, everybody. Oh my God. I reported the fake grandpa account on Telegram. This is what I know he doesn't want to ask us to tell us what to do, but we know what to do. Very well said, Burner Mom 9. Well said. Grandpa's here. Just a few days away from Truth Social and Twitter X Monday. I'll post again Monday. There's logic to my madness. I love your support. Thank you all. The grandpa loves all of us, everybody. We're doing good. Moses came down from the mountain and he didn't break the 10 commandments. Hey, look at this. All right, cool, bro. I'm so glad to see you. So let me bring up the window for the Rumble chat because it's not on screen, and I can grab that. That sounds like Cyber. Hey, how's it going?
I don't know.
Oh God, I know. Same, huh?
No, it's actually a little more painful because I stopped all the opiates yesterday.
Oh,
I cannot do them.
No, bro.
I fucking spent 15 years to get out of fucking methadone from 275 milligrams down to 35 milligrams. And if I fucking start taking those opiates right now, I'm never gonna get out of that shit. I know that. I'm never gonna get out of it. So,
I'm so sorry.
Right now I am on fucking Advil kind of painkillers and shit like that that really don't do shit, but
right.
It's all I can do, man. I mean,
oh man,
that's how you want to smoke?
Yes. After I do this thing that you taught me how to do, screen setting. Thank you, Cyber. We're talking about impersonators today. Somebody's impersonating Grandpa, WH Grandpa, and they've made huge accounts, like 15,000 followers and shit, and it's not him. And he's like, dude, I don't even want to be on social media until all these accounts are gone and blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, trust me, we all get impersonated, and it's just a part of being on the internet. And you just tell your audience to deal with them and don't let them stop you from doing what you're doing. You know, keep going. He's got a huge thing, man. Don't drop it. Don't go Billy Ballantyne on me, bro. I'll tell you the story of Billy. You guys aren't gonna like it when I tell you the story of Billy. You're not. I don't like it.
What happened?
Billy is one of the most successful podcasters that I know. Actually, people might not know that about him. Billy can start a channel on YouTube and just blow it up. He's really good at it, and at least back in the day, it was a lot easier to start from scratch. And Billy had that ability. Billy made a new channel years ago, and it was called Backroad Moto, and he got huge. He got huge so fast, I couldn't believe it. He was riding his motorcycle, making videos. He got hooked up with all these motorcyclists all around the world, and then there was an event. And he showed up to an event, and he got swarmed by his audience. And when he got home, he said, I can't do it anymore. It's too many people, and it was just too much for him. He couldn't handle, and I understand, we'll be live, and somebody will come in and be like, yo, Nay, my dog died. Somebody will come in, yo, my grandma died. Yo, my daughter died. Yo, my wife died. Yo, I've got cancer. Yo, I got a stroke. Yo, I got blah, 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 blah. I got in a DUI. I got in a car accident. Blah, blah. We love everybody, and we have to take all of this on, too, as a podcaster. It gets overwhelming. Billy got overwhelmed. And he couldn't do it anymore. And what's too bad is he's got so much love to give the world. He's got so much content, and it was just too much. And he was like, I just lost my desire to want to do it anymore. And I was like, I'm so sad about that. Because he makes me laugh. It's like I'm his audience now. He comes in here and he just makes me laugh. And I feel like I'm special. Because think of all the other people that used to get that content all the time, And he's a different person from Backroad Moto. Go ahead, Cyber.
No, I didn't want to say anything.
Okay.
I just said yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's smoke. I got my dab. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
First stab of the day. I waited for you, Cyber.
Oh, then you could have waited long. I'm usually not in this early. Cheers.
Trendy Hutch
710.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Grandpa, you have encouraged me. You've motivated me to not curse as much as I used to. And now when I curse, I feel bad because I'm cursing in front of you. And I used to cursing was my whole thing. I was the one that brought cursing to YouTube. It was me. I made it famous. You weren't allowed to curse on YouTube when we first got there, on live streams. And I was like, nobody's going to stop me from cursing. And I started cursing, and all of a sudden everybody started showing up. They're like, we like this guy. He says whatever he wants. He says exactly what we're feeling. And it feels good. When somebody agrees with you and you're angry about something and you're yelling and screaming over the capacity that you have to do it and reaching more people, and people are hearing the words that you agree with, it feels good. When I watch a podcast and there's 100,000 people watching and the podcaster says something I agree with, I'm like, wow, it's like they're speaking for me and 100,000 people just heard my words. That's how I feel. That's a great feeling. And if a podcaster can do that for you, you're watching the right person. You know, even if it's only sometimes. You're not going to agree with everything, right? I am so glad that Grandpa is going to look at this again, and I just don't want to lose you, bro. I do not want to lose you. Not to some trolls. And remember, it's just trolls, bro. These people are good for nothing trolls. They're using your image, man. They're the lowest of the low. They are the scum of the earth to pretend to be you and to drum up all of the and you know it's too bad someone can't go on. I mean, I'm assuming that the people that follow that account on Telegram, I'm assuming they also follow you on Truth Social, and then they would know. You know, I have a feeling those accounts are going to be losing a lot of views because they thought it was you, and they're gonna now the word's out, and you should keep talking about it and let people know, because people come in and they filter in and out. Get rid of the Telegram, and if you don't want your audience using Telegram at all, I would tell them that too, because as soon as you said what you said about Telegram, I deleted it. I was like, well, I only use it to talk to Tula. I mean, her and I could talk anywhere, you know? Seriously. So I deleted it. I deleted it on the stream, and I showed everybody, look, I'm deleting the app. Fuck that app. I don't need it. They won't copy and paste when I confront them. Right? Right? That somehow that's not coming up on the Telegram. It's okay, because I have a feeling those people will also check out Truth Social. And if we could get them to come to Rumble, bro, when they come to Rumble, they'll hear me talking. And they'll hear my voice. And I'll be telling them about you. You know? It shows how jealous they are and how much they admire Grandpa. Yeah. Oh, bro. I mean, imitation is the highest form of flattery. And once I realized that, and I realized I had all these fake accounts about me, I realized, well, these people weren't trying to flatter me. They were trying to use my image to get money from other people. And that is also flattering, to think that I'd have that kind of power. That just a picture of me makes other people send money to strangers because they think it's me. Wow. I mean, nobody sends me money. Here I am. Here I am. Nobody sent me, and that's not true. You guys have been sending me money, and you're crazy. Stop. Stop sending me your money. I know that's not a Streisand effect either. I'm serious. You guys don't need to do that. I appreciate it. I love it. But I'm used to not getting paid to broadcast. I'm used to, it's the algorithms. I was demonetized years ago, and they gave me monetization back just like a year ago. And I turned on monetization on my YouTube channel, but I don't really look at it or use it. I mean, there's a super chat here and there, but it's not, I read every chat. I try to, at least, and I don't charge. You know, it's crazy. Gang, 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 rainbow, roses, roses, gang, gang, thank you, I love you, heart, 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 gang, gang, hey, shut up and sit down, heart, heart, gang, go to your room, heart, 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 gang, 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 gang. You guys seen that? Oh, I love that. You guys hear us saying that and you don't know what we're talking about? Just ask, man. We'll tell you what it is. Okay. J-Bone Omerta is here. 187. J-Bone. Is that you, J-Bone Omerta? 187? 180. Yeah, 187. That's got to be J-Bone Omerta. I know it's you. I know it's you, J-Bone. That's not another J-Bone. Oh, yeah, and I even see your avatar, bro. It's one of them, Tombstoned. Dude, I remembered it. Oh, Tombstoned, NFTs. I remembered it. Tombstoned NFTs. Sorry, I opened up the can of worms. Woke up 2021. Look, woke up 2021. Look, thank you for bringing this to everyone's attention. It's not a can of worms. If Grandpa just decided to leave one day and didn't even say anything, none of us knew what was going on. What service would you have been doing then at that point? This was your only course of action. Woke up 2021, and you did the right thing. You are a beautiful human being for letting everybody know that real WH Grandpa was being impersonated by people, and it was bothering him so much that he was saying he was going to get off of social media. Everyone needs to be aware of that, and everyone needs to work towards making him feel comfortable enough to the point where he doesn't have to do this. Got me an NFT there, not one of the Tombstone ones, but Tombstoned is the one, says JBone187. Grandpa, I did report that profile. I reported all of the profiles, and then I deleted my Telegram. I reported there were 4 of them, and I reported all 4 of them for impersonation. It says the second one it said fake account or impersonating or something. The second option. Boom, done. You got anybody else impersonating you, bro? If it's like on YouTube or wherever, let me know, because I got 25 accounts on YouTube, and I'll report it from all 25 accounts. I did report the profile. I haven't looked to see it's still there, but I will. You remembered it, my brother. Ha ha ha. I did remember it, J-Bone. Don't you forget Nay's Garden, bro, on Rumble. Don't you forget Nay's Garden on Rumble, bro. You keep coming back here, J-Bone Omerta. God bless America. Nay, if you keep yelling, you are going to disturb Mama. Mama's not home! Ain't Mama not home? Hey, you want to rock? I want to rock! Mom's not home. I don't know where she is. I think she had something going on today. Disturb Mama. Hippie Chick says hi. Hippie Chick says hi, J-Bone. Hey, Hippie Chick, hope you're well. Jazzio, woke up 2021. You did a great thing by allowing us to know it was there so we could report it. Right, Woke Up? Grandpa, my new way of life is if I see something, I say something. No more ignoring things. Woke Up. Exactly. Woke Up 2021. Exactly. That's right. Woke Up 2021. I do the same thing. Never forgetting my brother Nay or the garden. They deleted Mozart group chat. Hey, they deleted it. They deleted it. There you go. The Grandpa, they deleted the Mozart group. Fantastic.
Should smoke.
Just give me, yes, absolutely. Just give me until Monday to post on Truth Social and Twitter. Again, my last post and last share is being effective. Bro, take some time for yourself. Go do you. Right? We got this. We're all hanging out. We're all having fun. We've got Truth Social where we can all communicate with each other. Everything's fine. Just go and just enjoy your life. Sometimes podcasting or what you're doing is posting and stuff like that to a lot of people, bro. It can be a big chore, You find yourself getting inundated with your message. Sometimes it's good to just walk away for a little bit. And we'll see you in a second, bro. Are you packed, Cyber?
Yeah, I'm packed.
No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Hutch, Harriet, Grady, Thomas, Real Grandpa. No, I don't want your dog exploited either, bro. I don't want your dog exploited either, bro. But understand, the more popular you get, it's probably gonna happen more and more. And I would just say ignore it.
Cheers.
But I understand, bro. I'm saying I'm not gonna take any of the gravity of what people are doing to you away from you. One grain, bro. Not one grain. I sympathize with you because it's happened to me so many times. I get it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wonder what my voice would sound like when I got "And the Rockets' Red Glare." I've never really tried. For everyone who helped get Mozart's fake account deleted, thank you. I will not go on. Oh, it will not go unrewarded. Grandpa, you being on the internet is all the reward I need, bro. Personally, just to see you posting on Truth Social, whether you're on Twitter, Truth Social, or you're in my chat, which is the greatest thing ever.
Remember I told you yesterday the Danish foreign minister took to China?
Yes. You told me the whole story.
Now they made a deal that China and Denmark is going to improve the fucking climate. Denmark, the fucking smallest country in the world, and China, the country in the world that produced the most fucking CO2.
You literally said that. You're like, yeah, China's really going to help Denmark, boy. I remember what you said yesterday. That's so funny, and they made that deal.
It is so insane, man. There's no logic behind it, dude. I mean, and it's fucking the people that run the fucking world and countries and shit. It's fucking mind-blowing.
All we have to do is stop the war. Stop the war machine if we want to slow down climate. That's the number one contributor to the heat building up. If we stop that, it'll slow down. I mean, it's not gonna stop, and we're still dead. But man, we could have a few more years if we just stopped the stupid war shit. God, man, every country, man. Why hasn't someone said, hey, man, let's get every single country's leader together? Every single one.
But you can never do that.
Well, you got to do it.
Like North Korea, you have people like Xi Jinping.
You got to do it.
People like you have
Kim
Jong-un and Xi Jinping, and they have an ingrained fucking hate for the West, you know.
I understand.
They have brought up their whole fucking countries on hating the West, you know. So it's never gonna happen.
If that's
in the
true,
fucking ideology.
If that's true, then we don't have a prayer because we don't have enough time, and the human race is going extinct, and I think that's scientifically provable.
See that video I linked you from China, where in schools right now they teach the Chinese people to disassemble guns and put them together, shoot at targets, shoot at dummies and shit.
They were crawling on their bellies with guns.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
dude,
that's how the whole country is brought up, and that's the country in the world with the most people. So
but
we are fucked,
bro,
man. We are literally fucked.
You're forgetting one thing. And I think this is going to happen simultaneously. I think we're going to run out of food, and there won't be. You can't move a military without food. And I think it's going to happen so fast.
China's North Korea is already out of food, actually.
Bro, how do you feed an army?
Of all the food. Sorry, second.
I just said, how do you feed an army? You know?
Yeah.
If you don't have food.
I believe it's 75 or 80% or something like that of
John's
all
son.
food in
Lukey here.
China is
I think I know
imported.
what the deal
China
is.
cannot feed
Got
its
you
own
up and
people.
blocked 25,190 subs.
Now, looky here. I think I know what the deal is. You up and blocked 25,190 subscribers. Maybe. Maybe I did. I've got a large block list, but the truth behind that is
Some
block
of those
lists can be
blocks is
deleted.
very valid, I have to say.
Yeah. I've lifted more blocks than I've administered. That's for damn sure. There's not that many blocks on my YouTube channel right now. You know, it's like, I'm gonna guess and say under 200, which isn't a lot. So a lot of people who've been blocked, they're probably butthurt and don't want to come back. I don't care. You can come cry about it now. Now that there's 48 people watching on Rumble.
Trendy Hatch 710. I was going to say 50K.
You're going to say 50,000? 50,000 what? What are we talking about? I forgot what we're talking about.
Your block list.
Oh, that I've blocked 50,000? Maybe. I don't think it's that high of a number, but I would think that it legitimately, I would guess and say approaching the upper, close to 5,000. I mean, it could be like 3,000, something like that, somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 people. Easy. Because I remember when I was unblocking people once, and my hand got so freaking tired of clicking on names and hitting delete, clicking on a name, hitting delete, clicking on a name, hitting delete. My hand got so tired just doing that little thing with the mouse, my fingers and everything. I started counting,
Trendy Hatch
and I was
710.
blown away by how many
Block
people were on that
parties
block
used to be a big
list.
thing.
Just troll names, and I just wanted to get rid of them. So when I want to unblock somebody who's like, somebody right now is asking me to unblock them, as a matter of fact. Matt P. All right, Matt P. I'll go through the block list and look right now if he's watching. Matt Postma. He's like, dude, you keep... Yeah, I've blocked him numerous times. Bro, you're allowed in here. He's allowed in here anytime he wants to come in here. If he wants me to unblock him, I'll unblock him. But if he gives me reason to block him, I'll block him again, because you know what? It's easy to do. And I and I don't mind unblocking him.
The freaking Oracle. Just do a 300 seconds timeout.
Look at that.
Unless it's a troll.
Look at the names on the screen. That's just a taste. That's just a taste of some of the names on the block list. You guys want me to count the names on the Restream block list for you? To tell you how many names there are?
Dave C. Fishing. LMFAO.
You like that? Oh, Johnny's military service is blocked. Look at that. Dude, it would take me too long to count these. There's a lot of names on here.
Doesn't it tell you how many there are?
Dave C. Fishing. Clear troll names.
No, it doesn't tell me.
That's weird. That's fucking bullshit.
This is, yeah, it doesn't, it just shows them all.
I mean, that makes just as much logic as you couldn't fucking search for old videos and sites. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, who designs that shit?
Fucking re-engineers, bro. Re-engineers.
The most fucking bare-bane fucking functions is not there. I mean, or they were there and then they got removed. I mean, wow.
Dude, some of these names are so
It's a fucking clown world, dude. Nothing makes fucking sense anymore, man.
This guy's name that I blocked was Worship the Only Father His Son Gave Command. That's a name on my block list.
Damn.
Not anymore, but I have a feeling they don't have that name anymore. Matt Postma, where are you? So many names. Dude, how long ago was it that Nay's crooked shoulder. That's so true, too. I'm always like,
K9
oh my god,
keep
that's
clicking.
so fucking funny.
Can you listen to
I
a
don't
song
know
from
how
that
I don't
country?
remember that one, bro. That's one of my favorite names of all time, man. Oh my god. All the fires to do a land grab. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, guys, with the fires, with the fires. With the fires, with the fires. Not every single thing that happens in your world is a conspiracy, man. You know, what the evil government does and what evil people do after a fire like that happens, you know, it's understandable. But, man, if you think people wanted to see Hawaii burn, man, just so they can move in there and grab the land, and so they intentionally started the fire, I'm going to say that if this turns out to be arson...
Most things are not conspiracy, it's just bad things happen.
It's just going to be some fucking whack job if it turns out to be arson. And I'm not saying it's not arson, right? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it ain't some fucking energy weapon. I could have done it with this. I could have done it with this, and so could any of you. A 10-year-old could have done it with this. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? You think they need a goddamn energy weapon? Come on. Does an energy weapon exist? Probably. They probably got lasers that shoot shit. The military does.
I know how they did it.
How?
They flew in with a plane dropping chemtrails. And those chemtrails seeded the ground. And then they fired the energy weapon and then it all ignited. That's how it happened.
Don't tell them that, Cyber. They're gonna believe you. They're totally gonna believe you. That's where are you, Matt? Why don't I see? Why can I search on it? Can I search for a name? Chat her name. Yes, Matt. Can I just hit Matt and hit enter? Sex find girls.
Dave Fishing.
Sex find.
Yeah,
the government makes disasters so they can only go more into debt.
Dude, I don't know how to find him in here. This is gonna take me way too long. This is like this is a long block list, I think. Should I just try to scroll through it really fast and just see if I
Dave C. Fishing. We should have had a hurricane by now if they are man-made.
Nay is a melon head. Dude, some of these are so funny. Come on, Matt. I don't know. Should I just type in Matt P? Chatter name, M-A-T-T-P. I don't know. Oh, it's probably adding that to the list. Yeah, I just added him to the list. Duh, that's what that is. Unreal. It's not a search, so there's no search.
CJ Hill. What's up, just getting in here?
Dude. There's way too many names on this block list, bro. I mean, I don't want any of these people in my fucking live stream anyway. But I know they're not using these names anymore.
Trendy Hatch 710. Hear me out, no, what if it was an alien attack?
Matt Watson. But where's Matt Postma? Dude. Doom Chaser's fucking blocked. Yo, Doom. Psycho. Matt Franklin. I spotted that. Look at all these people that watch that don't like or comment. All these fucking hate watchers.
CJ Hill. Control plus F, you can search the page.
Do what? Oh, control what?
Trendy Hutch 710. Empty it out, see what happens.
Where'd you go? Where's my chat?
Control F.
Control F? They'll find something on here? Control F. Control F. Yeah, welcome to Windows 11, everybody. Suck my dick. Oh, there it is. There it is. Matt. There it is. Oh, we found it. Boom, right on the page, bro. Thank you. Yes, it was right under Matt Franklin, and I didn't see it. Fuck you, Matt Franklin. Nope, there's no other Matts on here. Okay, cool. That's it. You are unbanned.
CJ Hill. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, CJ Hill. So I'll just close that out. Holy moly, bro, that just happened. What? Control F. I need to remember that, man. What is this?
Jimmy Amaya. 25,797.35 to 25,505.81 to 24,815.78, and our last support before diving to 15K is 24,453.15.
Is that Joe H?
John's son. Unblock Johnny's military service. He is a hoot.
Pissed me off, bro. Why don't you just talk about yourself in the first person, man? What's that third person shit? Who are you? Who does that? Like, don't
Watch
famous,
your pronouns.
don't famous people do that shit? Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that? It's in movies and shit, I think. Chad doesn't like the way he sees this.
Jimmy Amaya. I donated $20,000 to Maui recovery efforts. Doing my American duty.
Right on, Joe. You're such a dick.
Oh?
It's fucking Joe H. He just put the goddamn Bollinger Band numbers in the chat. He's been Johnny's military service.
Oh.
Because I blocked him for coming in and using the N-word. Which he never apologized for. He said a whole bunch of bad shit that he never apologized for. He's
What an
a
asshole.
fucking sociopath, bro. He's a fucking straight up sociopath. But, you know, He got blocked under his pseudonym yesterday. I can't even remember why. I didn't know it was Joe H. Look at him being all quiet right now. Why are you being all quiet, Joe? Johnny's military service. You need any help? Oh, your hair looks great, Mom. What's that?
I said, no, I don't need any help. I didn't get groceries. Tomorrow I'm going to get groceries.
Okay.
Did Harley ever come in?
I haven't seen him.
No?
Mom,
Yes, honey.
you know that over the past 10 years, people have impersonated me on the internet and asked people to send them money for drugs? Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened probably 30 or 40 times that I can remember. And there's no telling how many other fake accounts that I haven't seen are using my image. It's a very common thing. Everyone knows it happens, but they don't do anything. They don't give us the tools to get rid of these people that do it. You know, we report them and then they don't respond. So, you know, the best we can do is just warn all of our audience that this goes on, you know, and to talk to us personally.
Thank you for watering your plant.
You're welcome.
All right. Did you eat lunch?
No, I'm doing a show. I've got actually, this is a very important one. Most of my shows are just casual, but this is very important. It's about impersonators and people doing some really bad stuff.
You want a treat?
Does and the blocked
We
users
missed
post
420.
reappear. You never miss 420 in Dave's Garden, bro. You just throw back the hands of time and say it's a retro 420. It's a makeup. Let's do OG Kush. I have just a little left here. He does, and blocked user posts reappear. They were blocked. I've physical received threats on Twitter. Oh, bro, dude, do you want to hear some of my favorite threats I've ever got? I could tell you all kinds of shit, bro, that I've heard that people have threatened me with. Phone calls, man, recorded messages, all kinds of shit. That's, you know, being impersonated came long after getting threatened. Getting threatened was just...
All for
oh, so you're podcasting, yeah, you're going to get threatened with violence. It's immediately going to happen. You know? People say fucked up shit on the internet. You know, they feel like they're anonymous. So some people, when they feel like they're anonymous, they feel like they're bulletproof. You know? They don't think...
Dave Fishing used to act like they're gonna come to your compound.
They don't think Jay and Silent Bob are going to come knocking on their door, you know? Let alone creating all the fires to do them. Right. They took the group
CJ
chat
Hill.
down with the main account still up.
Till I find their IP.
Right on, Wilco. Receive physical threats. Can't type today. So sorry about the threats. Me too. National roller coaster dates. Yeah, part of being a podcaster, part of being a public name, bro. You're a public figure. You're out there. Your name's out there, so... Start getting threats. Scum, I'm so sorry. It's just part of it. You gotta just keep doing you. A prediction from Grandpa, guys, everybody. Here we go. Where is it? Biden is going to step down. I'm going to keep saying that until it happens. I know a lot of people, so look for him to step down. Bro, I think we all see this coming. Like I said, I think Donald Trump's going to be able to destroy Kamala Harris. I don't think Donald Trump ever left innocent people that he
Dave
helped
Fishing.
convict of crimes
What if Biden
rot
runs
in
again?
prison and perform slave labor? I don't think he's done that. So Kamala Harris she's going to have a lot to answer for. It was a debate. Hey, so Kamala, let me just ask you, how did the sanctions work out that you imposed on Russia and all those other countries? Were those some great sanctions? You give me 24 hours, I will end this war. What is she going to say? We're going to impose the greatest sanctions. I listened to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg when I was in high school. She's so relatable. I truly can't wrap my mind around someone gaining joy by causing stress and hurt.
Dave
Unfortunately,
Fisher.
Biden is only... Dude, let's bring on the auto reader, if that would be possible.
Seymour Cannabis. NLRC cheers trendy as Daverts at Nay's Garden.
Dude, where is that chat? Oh, here it is. There it is. You guys, I'm going to bring on the auto reader, because you're... Let's go into real time, and then we can back it up. I'd set the clock to love time 24 hours of love and happiness. I wish we all loved, but I wish we could all come together, but I don't control that clock. Just saw Hurricane Hillary headed towards Mexico. Jazzy, yes, someone's here said they were gone, still not posting on TS and Twitter until Monday. We'll hang out with you, bro. We'll keep you company.
Are we smoking?
Yes, we are, bro. I was just trying to pull up their chat. I'm sorry, man. Cheers, Cyber.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. No longer going to cannabis. Seymour Cannabis, Dave Fishing, CJ Hill, everybody I can see in the chats. Gnarly Gagger, Jazzy O, Real WH Grandpa, Cherise, Ma Cherise, Ma, Jazzy O,
CJ
Dave
Hill.
Fishing, Trendy Hutch,
Vivek
710.
Raman
Cheers.
Svamya, have you heard anything about him before?
Cheers.
Vivek Raman Svamya, have you heard anything about him before?
Vivek Ramaswamy, have you heard anything about him before? Yeah, he's offering to take Trump's job so he can pardon him. In other words, he's claiming that Trump's guilty. Trump don't need no fucking pardons, motherfucker. What are you insinuating, Vivek? You know, are you a supporter of Trump's or not? If you have to run on that, then I would say just support him to be your president. Why do you need to become the president to pardon him? Just support him as president. Make him more powerful. You idiot. You're stealing votes away. Vivek Ramaswamy. Yeah, I think I've heard about him, CJ Hill. You fucking Q-tip headed motherfucker. Tell me this isn't him right here. That's his hairstyle. Yes, I will pardon Donald Trump and try to take his job. What are you saying? Well, we know what you're saying. Any single Republican that got elected would probably owe Donald Trump a pardon. It goes without saying. You know? It goes without saying. 50 natural watchers, Nate. Keep up the good work. They're not natural, bro. It's you, bro. I'm telling you. You're the magic. It's all you.
CJ Hill. CJ Hill. LOL, he was just at my state fair yesterday or the day before. LOL, he was just at my state fair yesterday or the day before.
Oh, we're getting double readout. You hear that? That's gonna be fun. Oh wait, I was gonna do the Rumble and I didn't bring up the Rumble. That's so weird. I want to bring up the Rumble chat so we can hear the readout from the Rumble chat. Control-Shift-U.
At WH Grandpa on Truth ES, tell Mom hello from us, Bret Hart. Share Eyes. Jazzio, I'm glad they took those fake channels down. Share Eyes. BRB. Real WH Grandpa. At Jazzy0. Yes, someone here said they were gone. Still not posting on TS and Twitter until Monday. Jazzy0. Kamala does not qualify for president. Gnarly Gager. Got a live monkey works, can we watch in here? Token Tony Z. Cheers everyone. Nautilin. Back. Nautilin. Cheers. Real WH Grandpa. 50 natural watchers nay. Keep up the good work. Gnarly Gager. Real WH Grandpa. Cheers nay Cyber and everyone. Deer Slayer 1959. Cheers. Nautilin. Cheers Cyber Token Tony Z and all. Real WH Grandpa.
Yes.
And for everyone who helped get Mozart's fake account deleted. Thank you. I will not go unrewarded. Nautilin. Cheers. Gnarly Gager. Just IN8 says X will be removing the ability to block other users, except for direct messages. Thinking face.
I
Pokey
didn't show you today, that's all you.
I'm so happy they
Bro,
took down Mozart. I reported 3 fake
listen.
accounts last night.
My friend
Gnarly
Cyber is
Gager.
here. He comes to
If we stand up the game ends,
almost
smiling face with sunglasses, thumbs
every
up, there can be
you
no
know,
game of
every
chess
show
without
in
pawns.
afternoon and evening. He's
Real
always here.
WH Grandpa.
And he'll tell you, bro, when I go live, I usually have 14 or 15 viewers, bro. Every show. It's sometimes there's a big audience and I'll make a big deal about it. It doesn't happen that often that there'll be like 25 people watching or maybe 32 people watching, and it doesn't get much farther than that. And it doesn't and that does not happen often. Bro, my numbers have been consistently high, and the people that come in here are all fans of real WH Grandpa. All of those people. There's a couple of trendies.
And they're nice. They're nice people.
And they're nice people. And that, thanks, Cyber. And, you know, there are some trendies that are in there, and, you know, there's a couple. But in reality, I can see my numbers across all my YouTube channels, all my Facebook channels, and all the other channels that I'm broadcasting to. And that number right now is 7. This number over here is 48, what I see. And I look at the names of everybody speaking. I mean, maybe Rumble's lying. Maybe there's not really 48 people here. Hinarak is here.
Oh, I think Rumble is accurate, right? We talked about that before.
They misrepresent the numbers.
No, I think they're accurate.
Oh, you think it's accurate?
Yeah.
Well, I've heard other broadcasters say that it's not, and I have seen.
Oh, okay.
I've seen like when like huge like QXC is live, and and you'll be seeing that there'll be like 1 million people watching or something, and the chat's just going crazy, and people are saying that the numbers are being misrepresented, and a lot of those are just bots, and the bots are only posting a single character. And it's like there's thousands of them scrolling the chat doing that.
Yeah, I would imagine there would be a lot of bots, even on YouTube. There's that, right?
I don't know, but that number will pull more people in for sure.
CJ Hill.
It's
Yeah, but they have to buy the bots.
I don't know about that, CJ. I think it's the platform that does that to boost specific shows. Take certain channels and bring more people to them by making the numbers
CJ Hill.
outrageous.
The streaming services don't put random bots on streamers.
Bro, CJ Hill, don't say that like you know it's a fact, because I'm pretty sure they do. I've heard enough about this. Destiny talks about it. I've heard other podcasters talk about it. They have friends that work for these companies because they've got like $1 million contracts with them. And I'm telling you that I've literally heard from multiple sources, not just from one person, and I wish I could quote any of the sources, and I can't right now, is that Rumble or Kick, and who knows who else, has fake accounts for boosting certain channels. I mean, 53 people watching my thing? Really? I see Jazzy, Tink, 2358. What's up, Tink? I'm not a bot. You're here because of WH Grandpa. Tink, how many more people would say that, though, out of 52? Let me just be honest and tell you guys how many people we can count in the chat right now. Jazzy, Tink, Not Telling, Hinterac, Grandpa, thank you, Grandpa, Gnarly Gagger, Token Tony Z, I'm up to 7. Burner, Mom, 8. 8 people, guys. 8 Cherise, 9. Dolphins, hey Dolphins, 88. That's 10 people. That's 10 people, guys, in the chat right now, out of 47. So if you're a real person, say something in my chat. Say that you're here for WH Grandpa or whatever. Let's hear from you. And please, while you're here,
actually,
follow the channel.
When I think about it, you actually have been complaining about there's always 12 or 20 watching, they never say anything. I remember that.
Right? That was Destiny's people would come in and they wouldn't talk at all. That was driving me crazy. Biden is only a puppet for the elite that have more power. He's just an idiot with a face out there. Dolphins 88. Point, even if he does step down, we will be in no better shape, maybe worse. Dolphins 88. He's not going to step down. He's going to fall down.
Dave Fishing.
Break his hip.
They thought they were gonna make fun of you when they came in.
They thought they were going to make fun of you. He needs a sling like my father gets, so he doesn't walk and hurt himself. You gotta load him up with a crane and hoist him around like they do for my father that's got dementia. The streaming services don't put random bots on streamers. The streaming services don't put... Okay. They thought they were going to make fun of you when they came in.
Seamer Cannabis. I am here because we get high up in this place of Nay all day at Nay's Garden and LRC cheers trendy as dabbards.
We get up in this bitch. We get hop in this bitch. I'm a quiet one usually. Tink. Yeah, but sadly there's only 10 people still. Out of supposedly...
Dave Fishing.
So...
Dusty's followers, I mean.
It could be as much as they 5x the amount of viewers you have. Maybe I'm being 5x'd right now. Bro, you're telling me 40 people aren't going to say hello right now? Not one? How? Jaded is here. Wait, 6866. Okay, that's 11. Hello, Jaded. Thank you, Jaded. That's 11. It's very important. If you love the show, this show, Nay's Garden, if you love the show, it's very important for me that you just say something in my chat. Let me know that you're here. So we can figure out if Rumble is boosting these numbers or not. This would be really easy to find out. You guys, all you got to do is play ball. I don't have it really too many people blocked on Rumble. California.
You basically don't have to say anything, 12. Just type in a character or whatever.
12.
Just show that just.
California Tiki makes 12. Good morning. California Tiki, California Tiki.
Johnson.
And the skies are
Release
gray,
Bandeo from
hanging
bondage.
with Trendy Nay. Yeah, now you're blocked.
Is that another one of your sock accounts, John?
And now he's blocked.
How
Yeah,
many
well,
do you have?
Well, no, it's Joe. It's Joe. I'll block him. Don't call me that douchebag. How about that, you fucking dumb cunt? Come back. I'll block your other account too.
CJ Hill.
Only takes me a second.
Train the guy that runs Kick and made it join Destiny's stream talking about how streamers buy bot viewers and on Kick he's not gonna let them or something, don't quite remember.
US Ursa makes 13. US Ursa makes 13 people. We are looking for more. 56 is the number. Let's see if we can get more. Did I already say more? I think I said more. You can't rhyme more with more.
Real WH Grandpa. At Gnarly Gager, if he does, and the blocked user's posts reappear, you'll see why they were blocked. I physical received threats on Twitter. Heinrich. Let alone creating all the fires to do a land grab also contributes to so-called climate change. Woke up 2021. Okay, they took the group chat down, but the main account is still up. I reported them again. Token Tony Z. Cheers, Nautilin.
We got 56
Real
here.
WH Grandpa.
We
Received
got-
physical
we got
threats.
13
Can't type
people
today.
to say hello.
Jazzy
out
Zero.
of 56.
So sorry about the threats, Grandpa.
It's about.
Gnarly Gager.
You guys notice that?
National Roller Coaster Day
It's
today.
5.
Smiling
It
face
was
with sunglasses. Thumbs up.
What's 56 divided by
Jazzy Zero.
13?
I reported it again today, Grandpa. I will keep reporting it.
Where's my calculator?
Nautilin.
CJ Hill.
Geez, that's terrible
56
getting threats, Grandpa.
Divided by 13.
Scum face vomiting.
Is
But you might be right too.
So they
I just don't
4x.
see how Rumble would benefit from it.
They 4 times the amount of
Pokey-dog.
real viewers you have
I'm
on
so
Rumble,
sorry,
I
Grandpa.
bet.
That's so wrong.
Shortick.
Gnarly Gager.
Shorty.
Yo, what's up, my man?
Yo,
Nay,
what's
I-
up?
Smash that like if you haven't yet. Smiling face with sunglasses. Thumbs up. Popcorn,
Bro.
popcorn, popcorn.
Popcorn, popcorn,
Real
popcorn.
WH Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Prediction.
I like where she says.
Biden is going to step down. I'm going to keep saying that until it happens. I know a lot of people, so look for him to step down. Gnarly Gager. Dolphins _88.
Grandpa, Dolphins 88 just jammed up the chat. Dolphins, why are you jamming it? You got jamming
Dolphins
tech?
_88.
You got jamming tech?
Nautilin.
Now not telling's got jamming tech.
From your prediction to the universe of it happening, I hope you're right, WHG.
Making me work.
Tink 2358. I truly can't wrap my mind around someone gaining joy
I
by
bet
causing
you
stress
one-
and
I
hurt.
bet you it says 56 and I
Dolphins
bet you only one
_88.
person is going to come in and say hello.
Unfortunately, Biden
Who's
is
here?
only
Say
a puppet
hello,
for the
guys.
elite that have more
Watch.
power.
I think we've got this
He's
figured
just an
out. I
idiot
think they are
with a face out
4xing
there.
the numbers.
Dolphins _88. Point even if he does step down, we will be in no better
Because
shape,
where's my
maybe
56?
worse.
Where's my 56
Share
viewers
eyes.
spamming my chat?
Hi everyone,
on
just
screen.
checking in from work.
I mean, you would think
Hey,
people would
WH
want to see
Grandpa,
their chat
and
on
May.
screen, right?
Real WH Grandpa.
This would be going.
Short
Wish I was the
This
timekeeper.
Right?
I'd set the clock
53
to love
people?
time. 24 hours of love and happiness.
Hinterac,
I wish we all loved.
Jaded,
I wish we could all come together.
WHG
But I
originally
don't
sent me,
control
but
that
I've
CL.
come to love you, Nate. Jaded,
Hello.
I love you. Thank you.
Real WH Grandpa.
Thank you.
Clock. Share eyes. I would like that, Grandpa. Burnham 9. Gonna watch this later on Direct Energy Weapons. Says they are no longer a conspiracy. https://www.brighteon.com/phase05D70-B6DC-373339BFB5C37.
Direct shit.
CJ Hill.
Real WH Grandpa.
Your voice must be soothing to my son because he was wild up playing and I turned the stream on my phone and he passed out next to me now. So thanks, Nay.
You're welcome, CJ
Just
Hill.
saw Hurricane Hillary headed towards Mexico. Nautilin. BRB. Pokedon. Be back in about 20. Hope you're still here. Share eyes. I have to step away for a few, but I'll be back.
I'll be
Jazzy
back.
Zero. Grandpa. All the Mozart Telegram channels are gone. I told them it was your dog and you did not want the channel up there. Jazzy Zero. Hi Nay's mama. Jazzy Zero. Nay. All the Telegram Mozart are gone. Share eyes. Yes, tell mom hello from us, Red Heart. Share eyes. Jazzio, I'm glad they took those fake channels down. Share eyes. BRB. Real WH Grandpa. At Jazzy Zero. Yes, someone here said they were gone. Still not posting on TS and Twitter until Monday. Jazzy Zero. Kamala does not qualify for president. Gnarly Gager. Got a live monkey works, can we watch in here? Token Tony Z. Cheers everyone. Nautilin. Back. Nautilin. Cheers. Real WH Grandpa. 50 natural watchers nay. Keep up the good work. Gnarly Gager. Real WH Grandpa.
I found California's like, I found Nays Rumble when I was bored last Sunday. California Tiki. I identify as extremely hungover this morning. Oh my God, that's one of the funniest things I've heard all week long. I identify as extremely hungover this morning. Oh my God. I'm using that. I'm totally stealing that. Oh my God, that is so fucking funny. Dude. Identify as extremely hungover this morning. Not this morning, but kind of yesterday, but definitely the day before that, the day before that, the day before that, the day before that. Bro, for 13 days I was waking up feeling like I was hungover and I couldn't get out of bed. I thought I was going to be sick, all kinds of stuff. It's terrible, man. I feel a lot better now, though. Hell yeah. Shorty QC. Hello. Your voice was okay, cool. So what's up with our thing? Did our thing stop here? We got all the way through here on the talkies here. Where'd it go here? Where's the gosh darns? Why ain't it going? I'm on the wrong page. I'm on the wrong page. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. It stopped to read back. Oh.
I didn't share you today. This is all you. Heinrich. Natural here. Nautilin. I had a brain fart. Sorry for the repetitive post. Tink 2358. I'm here. I'm not a bot. I'm here because of Grandpa. Jazzy Zero.
CJ Hill FTP. I switched to
At
Rumble
WH
to add
Grandpa,
some
that's fine, I
trend pieces to this
understand.
chat.
At least the Mozart channels are gone.
Right on. CJ
Burnham
Hill.
9.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Grandpa brought me here at first, but I'm here now because of you, Nay. Your show is
Promise
entertaining,
you're on
and I love
TV
that you
and
listen to your
tablet
audience.
here.
Tink
Jazzio
2358.
Grandpa sent me. Woke
I'm a
up
quiet
to
one
rain,
usually.
Never rains here in August.
Gnarly Gager.
Left you a
Smash
link
that like if you're real
on
smiling face with
Truth
sunglasses.
Social. Check
Thumbs
it
up
out
collision
if you get
popcorn
time.
collision
Gnarly
popcorn.
Gagger.
Burnham 9.
Way too much.
I bet a lot of people just listen
wine
at work
yesterday.
or while
I cannot
driving.
afford a drinker in
I do
India.
that.
Have to leave
Jaded
now, but at least we got
6866.
Telegram channels and
In here cleaning the closet, but listening grinning face with
switched to
smiling
Rumble
eyes.
to add some trendies to this
Real
channel.
WH Grandpa.
I meant to
At
say
Gnarly
they're all
Gager,
gone.
I second that.
Like button goes.
Tink 2358.
I shared the eagle. Believe
I
it or
think
not,
fools
there's
open
a
their
6%
mouths.
in his hair.
I tried to
What
soak
is
in
it?
info.
Sasquatches on
California
both sides.
Tiki.
I show you, you'll laugh.
Good morning, everyone. Person raising hand, medium light skin tone,
It's his
female sign.
asshole, bro.
Jaded
It's his
6866.
asshole, bro. And
Pinches
Sasquatch
herself.
is
Yup,
like
Rio,
this.
grinning,
I know
squinting
that.
face. You, Sursa. I am here.
I nailed it.
California
you know I
Tiki.
nailed it. It's your dog's asshole.
Tink 2358.
I know, yes. It's a common thing. It's a bro, you don't even want to know the one that I saw on the internet that was just shockingly accurate. You don't even want to know. I'm just telling you. It's a thing. Moving moving on. Moving on to the next thing. So glad Billy's not here right now. But Billy should be here at some point. Billy! Oh, Billy, where art thou, Billy? Might where he be? Might where he Billy? Let's see what we got going on here. Oliver Anthony turns down $8 million.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome to my
I
channel.
wish I was in the position to turn down $8 million. Jesus fucking Christ.
And I have 8 in the a.m. Happy Friday. We made it through. How we made it through. Praise God. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Thank you guys for joining me this week on my backup channel. This is Franchise Blue. One word. Yep. Franchise. Franchot. BLUE. Yes. Sold by the 22nd, August 22nd. I'll be back on my regular channel, Franchise Pearson. I have a strike, which is 7 days, which means I was a naughty boy. So I have to go by the guidelines of YouTube and not mess up again. So I'll be back on there on the 22nd.
He's on Rumble?
Matt Postma.
And then tomorrow,
There he is.
tomorrow.
Hey, Matt. Good morning, bro. Yes. Come to Rumble. Fuck you too, bro.
I'll be live here on Franchise Blue, 10 a.m. Central. My special guest, Joseph Aquaviva, 2222. We're gonna get it on. A lot to talk about this week. The Trump situation, indictments. A lot of things going on. The Maui situation. Although we gotta tread lightly. But yeah, a lot of things going on, right? So please join me and we'll give God his hug, have some prayer, and some fellowship. So again, 10 a.m. Central here.
I'm here for the
Tomorrow,
fellowship.
Saturday live. Let's go to Mr.
Matt
Oliver.
Postma. Yeah, you unblocked me.
Oliver Anthony.
Yeah, I did.
Remember him? I did the video on him
Should we,
a few days ago.
Matt? Should we do some kind of a pool to see how long you last this time, before you get blocked again?
Oliver
Guaranteed you're gonna last longer than Joe did.
Anthony.
Joe didn't last very long.
That smashing song that came out. Rich men north of Richmond. Talking about the folks in Washington, D.C., which are not hearing our cry. He rejected an $8 million offer and other offers, which I'm sure included tours and whatnot. Well, the young man turned it down. Let's read about him, okay? He sent out a letter, and I thought it was interesting, so I thought I'd share it
He
with you.
said $8 million. I'm worth $100
Says,
million,
it's been
son.
difficult as I browse through the
You take your $8
50,000
million
plus messages
shove
and
it up your
emails
asses.
I've received in the last week. The stories that have been shared paint a brutally honest picture. Suicide, addiction, unemployment, and anxiety, and depression, hopelessness, and the list goes on. I'm sitting in such a weird place in my life right now. I never wanted to be a full-time musician, much less sit at the top of the iTunes charts. Driving from radio, WV, and I film these tunes on my land with the hope that it may hit 300,000 views. I still don't quite believe what has went on since we uploaded that. It's just strange to me. People in the music industry give me blank stares when I brush off $8 million offers. I don't want 6 tour buses, 15 tractor trailers, and a jet. I don't want to play stadium shows. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I wrote the music. I wrote because I was suffering from mental health and depression. These songs have connected with
Matt
millions
Postma.
of people
Well, it seems
of
we
such
both
a
out
deep
together. I'll be more
level
thoughtful in my discourse with you.
because
Always
They've
lots
been
of love,
sung
bro.
by someone feeling the words in the very moment they were being sung. No editing, no agent, no blank blank. Just
Yeah,
come.
all right, cool, bro.
Just some idiot and his guitar. The style of music that we should have never gotten away from in the first place. So that being said, I have never taken the time to tell you who I actually am. Here is a formal introduction. He goes on to say, my legal name is Christopher Anthony Lungsworth. My grandfather was Oliver Anthony, and Oliver Anthony Music is a dedication not only to him, but 1930s Appalachia, where he was born and raised. Dirt floor, 7 kids, hard times. At this point, I'll gladly go by Oliver because everyone knows me as such. But my friends and family still call me Chris. You can decide for yourself, either is fine. In 2010, I dropped out of school at age 17. I have a GED from Spruce Pine. Let me go forward with this, hold tight. So again, in 2010, I dropped out of high school at 17. I have a GED from Spruce Pine, North Carolina. I worked multiple plant jobs in Western North Carolina, my last being at the paper mill in McDowell County. I worked third shift, 6 days a week for $14.50 an hour in a living hell. In 2013, I had a bad fall at work and fractured my skull. It forced me to move back home to Virginia due to complications from the injury. It took me more than 6 months or so before I could work again.
Yeah, I'm packed.
All right.
From 2014 until
Canvas.
just
Cheers,
a few
Cyber.
days
Cheers,
ago,
everybody.
I worked outside
Cheers,
sales
Cheers, bro.
in the
Cheers,
industrial
everybody.
manufacturing world. My job has taken me to all over Virginia and into the Carolinas, getting to know tens of thousands of people, blue-collar people, workers on job sites and in factories. I've spent all day, every day, for the past 10 years hearing the same story. People are so blank tired of being neglected, divided, and manipulated. I'll read one more piece, then I'm going to show you something. In 2019, I paid $97,500 for the property and still
Hope you
owe
are
about
healing up nicely,
$60,000 on it.
Cyber.
I'm living in a 27-inch camper with a tarp on the roof that I got off of Craigslist for $750. There's nothing special about me. I'm not a good musician. I'm not a very good person. I've spent the last 5 years struggling with mental health and using alcohol to drown it. I am sad to see the world in the state it is in, with everyone fighting with each other. I have spent many nights feeling hopeless that the...
Who was it in the chat yesterday that said they were checking radar over Camp David and said there was a lot of activity? Who was it? Check this shit out. You're right. So the president's meeting with, I believe, the Chinese in Camp David today. That's why they saw helicopters and shit circling over Camp David.
Greatest country on earth is quickly fading away.
I heard that shit in the news and I was like, fuck, I heard that shit first in my chat. That was the first I heard of it, was in my chat.
Hours wasted, goals forgotten, loved ones sitting in houses with each other distracted all day by technology made by the hands of other poor souls in sweatshops in a foreign land. When is enough enough? When are we going to fight for what is right? Millions have died protecting the liberties we have.
It's Franchot Blue, FRANCHOT space BLUE on YouTube.
Freedom of speech is such a precious gift. Never in world history has the world had the freedom it currently does. Don't let them take it away from you. Just like those once wandering in the desert, we have lost our way from God and have let false idols distract us and divide us.
Who, though?
It's a blank shame.
I remember someone saying it. If I think about it, I'll remember.
Now I want to show you something. I want to apply the 5 C's to this thing. This is something I've never shown people before, but I'm going to show it now.
I think about it, I'll
Because
remember.
I think it's fitting. I believe it's fitting. I'm doodling right quick, so hold tight.
Hey, Nick.
Okay, so I'm going to take some pictures, and I want to
Dude,
show you
COVID's
the actual
picking
5
up.
C's allegedly in this. Okay?
COVID's picking up in Florida. It's in the front page of the paper.
Well, that's funny. Do that in Denmark also. We have a new variant of the Omicron who spiked up the last week or something like that.
Yeah. So hopefully
I
it's
guess
weaker.
it's worldwide then.
I hope it's getting weaker and weaker, man, and nobody's dying. I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
It's, I said when I first brought this out to get this guy a chance, and I'd be the first one to get on the bandwagon if I thought that he was, what do you call it? If he was being used by the powers. And,
His name is South
if he
Korea
wasn't
and
up and up with
Japan.
us. Control
South Korea and Japan, my bad. I don't know why I said China. My bad.
demolition, they say.
Thank
Control
you.
demolition. So I want to show
Spiking
you
up near election
some of the
time.
5 C's that I could possibly say are there. 300,000 views, he said. That's the 3. Okay, could that be like the third of the angels that fell down from heaven? Luke 10:18, a third of the angels. Then he says 6 tour buses and 15 tractor trailers. The 6, the 5 and 1 is a 6. So 666 is that code for the powers. 6 tour buses, 6 tractor trailers, right?
Or
Okay,
maybe they're just reporting the news, or maybe that's how many trucks they had. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm really not into all that numerology or what you call it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
a lot
interested
of
in
flat
listening.
earthers is into that also, and they get all fucking numbers to fit up and shit. And the fun part is there was a guy, anti-flat earther, that made a video on another flat earther, and he fucking made him look like a fool because all the numbers made him up to be exactly the opposite of what he claimed it was. I mean,
Oops.
I mean, it's bullshit, man.
Let's go to my next point. Some people might think I'm stretching, but I'm just putting it out there.
Some people say I'm stretching, but I'm just putting it out there. Dude, that was great. That was like a response to what you just said. That's so funny. Some people might say I'm stretching, but I'm just putting it out there.
I just want you to see. Okay, let me show you another one here. Just break it down. So we have. He says he worked 3rd shift, 6 days a week. So 3rd shift, 3 6s, like 666. He worked 3rd shift, 6 days a week. 3 6s, 666.
What?
Yeah, but
Wait.
666 is not the number of the beast. The number of the beast is 616. It's misinterpreted. 666 is not the number of the beast. I mean, it's fucking, all that is fucking bullshit, man. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
That's funny. How did it get misinterpreted? Let's talk about that.
It is somewhere in the Bible. I don't remember the story, but I know the real. Everyone think it's 666. I thought that for the longest time. Heavy metal and the devil horns and all that shit. 666, but it's not. It is 616. The numbers got misinterpreted somewhere back in the days and got interpreted as 666, but it's not.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Try Google it
Oh no, I believe you.
if you don't believe me.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
In 2013, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 2013. In 2013, he said he had a bad fall at work. So that's a 6. 20, 1, 3. That's another 6.
Dude, but he had a fall in 2013, bro. I mean, he didn't fall in 2012. He didn't fall in 2014. The fact of what they're reporting on. Come on, bro.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on, man.
Is this guy controlled opposition?
Yeah, but then you take 13
Is
and then
controlled
you
opposition.
detract 2 from that, and 10 before you add that and divide with the 14 before that, and then you're probably going to end up in the ballpark of that number, and then you divide that into get to the right number. And then it all mixes up. Fit.
And then you have pi.
Yeah, exactly.
WH Grandpa said, I've read the Bible.
Matt Postma. LOL Cyber.
It's a translation, though, is what Cyber's saying. Is like it would be a mistranslation in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Grandpa says, I never saw 616 in the Bible.
The reason I claim it or say it is because a lot of flat earthers are Christians. Watch a lot of flat earth debates and shit. A guy called MC Toon, he's actually a Christian guy, but he's also a scientist, and he's not a flat earther. And I heard that from several sources that it is a mistranslation. It is 616. Hold on. I'm not gonna try to talk out on my ass here. Let me try.
Here we go, Grandpa. See what you started? Had to question Cyber. Never question a Viking, bro. Never.
Okay, I cannot fucking pronounce all that shit. I'm gonna type it in the chat.
In Discord?
I know. I'm gonna give you the link, then you can look. I give you to it in the.
Cool, bro. Cyber's got the info, bro.
But that's just a quick Google search.
The number of the beast is associated with the beast of Revelation in chapter 13, verse 18 of the book of Revelation. And most manuscripts of the New Testament and the English translations of the Bible, the number of the beast is 666, or in Greek numerals represents. You gotta click on it, I guess. I clicked on the picture. What do I do, Cyber? I click on the blue.
No, click on the link.
Okay.
It's a
Visit site.
link.
I'm there. I'm going. We're there. Which is 6.
It says
660.
Giving the
660 and represents
Matt
6.
Postma. Well, believing in religion takes a lot of faith with no evidence, and so does believing in a flat earth.
Give the number of the beast
exactly
as or transliterable in Arabic numerals as 616, not 666. Critical editions of the Greek text, such as Novum Testamentum Grace, note as a variant. This is on Wikipedia, Grandpa. Check that out, bro. I'll give you a link. There you go.
Matt Postma. So I'm not surprised they go hand in hand.
There's a link.
absolutely not. And a lot of flat earthers are
Trendy Hutch
also
710. Emote 539657.
creationist or young Earth creationists. They believe the Earth is not more than 6,000 years old or something like that. Like Kent Hovind, he's also in that ballpark. He said Grand Canyon was making a week. It took a week to make Grand Canyon.
We better tell Franchot Built Blue to start looking for some ones now, bro. He's got some ones to fill in there. And I bet you he'll find them now too.
But
he's going to be like
more.
616. That's the Arabic. He's like,
Matt
I've learned
Postma.
that.
Was just gonna write about Kent.
It's either going to be 666 or 616. It just gives him more options to find those numbers. And he's going to find them. Because, you know, it's like me. I'm always looking for shapes in clouds because I'm a fucking freak. You know, I just think that's weird that I do that. He does that with numbers. He sees numbers everywhere. You know, and I see shapes in clouds. I can't not see shapes in clouds. Well, I'm always looking for shit. I'm like, what's that one look like? What's that look like? What's that look like? I'm like, psst, none of that looks like. Oh my god! It's the
Matt
Sistine, it's the entire
You familiar
chapel.
with Kent Hovind, Nick?
Oh my god! It's everything. It's all right there in the clouds. Where's my camera? I am not familiar with Kent, Matt. No. I learned something.
You are not missing out, bro.
Do you know what
are
Grandpa?
not missing out.
Do you know what Grandpa said in the Rumble chat, bro?
No.
He said, "Well, I learned something new. Thanks for the knowledge."
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, bro. Isn't that cool?
Thanks for the softs I got from your friends here the other day. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Grandpa, I don't know if was he there. Well, that was going
No, I don't think he was.
Grandpa, listen, bro. We were live the other night, and Cyber was here, and Cyber's got a channel, and we promoted him, and a bunch of your people went over there and followed him. So he's just saying thank you for that, and I want to say thank you for that too, because it's so hard for us to build channels, man. These social media sites make it so hard. You know, it's let's keep going with the chat here.
Ditto Jaded 6866. I'm real and actually was acknowledged. Heartsuit musical notes. California Tiki. Yesterday was a stupid day. Sorry for including y'all with my shitty day. Tally 220. Hey nay, I'm new here. California Tiki.
Hey!
Says 52 are
Tally,
watching.
what's up?
U.S.A. He's trying to see if there are bots. Real WH
I am
Grandpa.
here. Oh no, Tally,
If you're here
yes.
because of
Tally
me,
220.
say something here in the chat. California Tiki. Hello. Tink 2358. Hi at WH Grandpa. Jaded 6866. WHG originally sent me, but have come to love you nay 2 hearts. Heinrach. Hi Grandpa. California Tiki. I found Nay's Rumble when I was bored last Sunday. Zany face. California Tiki. Tink 2358.
I think there's 10 people here, bro. Every time you or I ask the audience to everybody say something, we get 1/4 of what the reported number is as a response. It's almost, I bet you if we counted right now again, it would be almost dead on with like whatever the amount of people are to that number that it says. I bet when one person leaves, it goes down like 3 numbers over a little bit of time. It's like 3 for every one. 3 fake accounts for every real.
And let me see what else I have here. Okay, so that's it. But here's the thing. He turned down $8 million.
Hi waving hand
He
lights.
turned down $8 million.
Gnarly gauge.
I'm gonna show you something.
U.S.A.
How does the 8
You see that
million
says 8
fit
million?
into the other numbers?
And you go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
8 plus
he
7 is
won.
15.
He did it.
Plus 6 is 21. Plus 5, 26. Plus 4 is 30. Plus 3 more is 33. Plus 2 more is 35. 1 more is 36. 36. That's 3 6 is 666. He turned down $8 million. This is high code.
Okay.
I'm French Shot Pearson. Tell me what you think. I told you I was gonna watch him.
I tell you what I think,
Is
bro.
he controlled opposition?
I love
Is he a pacifier? Make
you,
us feel good for
bro.
the moment.
You are
You
awesome.
can't deny. He put
You
the
make a
numbers out there, didn't he?
podcast
Or
and
is this just
people watch
coincidence?
it. That'll save
Is all this
lives.
coincidence?
I do
15
it
tractor
too.
trailers.
I love other podcasters.
$8 million. That's 36.
You
That's
know-
666. 6 tour buses. At some point, you gotta ask
Tolerance
yourself.
is a beautiful thing, man.
Third shift, 6 days a week.
Being willing to listen to other people. It's things
In
that you might
2013,
not
he had a bad
originally
fall.
have even
Another 6.
given a second thought to.
What you think? I'm French Shot Pearson. Like this work? Thumbs up. Please subscribe. Send out the algorithm. Watch
Branch
this
out
guy.
Pearson. Branch out Blue.
He's helping the spirit of America. But maybe we're unraveling him. That's the day we live in. It could be a bunch of deception, a pacifier to make us feel good, to have us vent. We just finished.
Dude, I want to know what that
song
thing
a
on
few
the
months ago.
wall
Tried
is.
this in a small town.
How many?
Now we got this.
Here.
Who knows? It might be a third leg. And
What's his output? It's we're at 1080. Okay. Let's do this.
But I think it is legit because on the left side you see the diploma, whatever, sent with the plaque. Right? They're both hanging there.
I got this thing so zoomed in right now. It says, it's his name, Franchot Pearson, bro. So it's a channel, Franchot Pearson channel. They may have deleted the channel or something. It looks like, is that 100,000?
No, I think you get it 100,000.
That's 100,000 subscribers,
and then 5 million and 10 million.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 zeros. I only see 5 zeros, man. Let's do it here. Oh, you can't see my mouse.
And you get that silver one, right? Then you get a gold one, and you get a diamond one, and a platinum one, I believe.
Earning.
I don't know if there's more than those.
1,
there might be.
2,
but that's what I've seen people getting.
3, 4, 5, 0. Yeah, there's 5 zeros there. I counted with my mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 100,000. That's badass, though. Respect.
Matt Postma. I want to be tolerant, but I don't want to pander to Danis ideology.
Yeah, I'm not into religion and shit like that either.
Yeah, me neither.
But
yeah,
that don't mean that the people believe in it. They can be good people, you know.
Oh, they're definitely some good people.
They can also be horrible people, that's another. But as long as people don't walk around and preach and stop shit down your throat, I don't really care what they believe.
Right. He's got 270 thumbs ups for this video.
Put all the numbers together, see what's going on.
He got 900 views, and it says 3 hours ago.
I'm not monetized. In the description, there will be my Cash App, my Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. Also, if you want to mail a love offering, email me and I get an address. God bless you. Keep your site open.
Oh, he replies to people in the audience. Somebody said, what I think, Pearson, hands down, you're the man. I love you and all that you do to keep us awakened. Much love from Mississippi. So, let's take that. Copy it. Let's go up here. Paste it. You guys ever heard of doing this? You paste it, and then right here you go. Florida. Where it says I. We.
Matt Postma.
And I'm going to put up.
That is true, there are big-hearted religious people, 54? But at the same time those sweet people have been brainwashed into bigotry.
54, 5, 6, 7, 58. 58, 59, 60 of my viewers. There you go, bro. I told him to come to Rumble before. Come to Rumble, bro. Yeah, you want to see some I wonder if you guys would appreciate this. Oh, yeah, the guy from the Maui Siren, dude, he quit. He resigned.
Yeah, that's the least he could fucking do, man. He should be in jail, man.
Exactly, bro. The attitude, man, of that guy. And you know what they said? They showed. Oh, let me fix my focus. They literally showed California website material that said those alarms were for all emergencies, including fire. So he's totally full of shit.
What a fucking asshole.
I know. He completely just lied. And with all the other faculty people, whoever, government people standing behind him, acting like, you know, he's some kind of a truth teller or something.
It's so wrong, man.
There we go. I think I'm focused now, folks. I'm sorry about that. I was intentionally unfocused because I get a reaction. My mom bought these cookies the other. I'm just going to tell you some really personal shit right now. My mom bought these cookies, and they were keto diet cookies. And I was like, oh, keto diet cookies. Cookie Monster. Yeah, I'll look on the box, and it's like, and I was high, right? Look on the box, and it says, may contain peanuts. And I'm allergic to peanuts. And I'm like,
damn.
I'm like this. So I get these cysts from peanuts. So if I even get minute amount of peanut, I know, because I'll get cysts on my face, and I've got cysts on my face right now, and it sucks. So if I avoid those cookies and I don't eat them, it'll all go away. I'll be fine. They don't last that long. But it's a pain in the ass, and they hurt. And the reason I'm telling you about this is and this happened to me later in life, all of a sudden, whatever, I don't know, it's a peanut allergy. Suddenly you start getting cysts on your face, guys, and you don't know what's going on. Maybe you're eating or consuming peanuts. Look into that. It's also almonds does it to me too. Just so you guys know, that might help you guys. That's why I tell you something. I find it kind of embarrassing, but I don't fucking care.
Matt Postma
You need to know about that shit
was
too.
watching Tim Pool yesterday saying the Maui fires were started by Chinese space lasers.
No, we already talked about that. It was planes coming in with fucking chemtrails, dropping the chemtrails, that the chemtrails soak into the ground, and then the space lasers was fired. It's a very important we get the first element into the story. Else people not gonna believe it.
What Saba said. What Grandpa just said is, Nay, tell them if they're watching in full screen, go normal and put a 1 in the chat. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, if you guys are watching this show right now in full screen, Grandpa says go normal so you can see the chat. There's 2 chats. There's one off to the right, there's one below. You want to find the one off to the right. You got to expand the screen and look to the right. You got to move it to the right and find the
Good
other chat.
afternoon, allergies
You'll see
are
all of a
pink.
sudden there's a big chat over there. If you guys don't realize that, yeah, come on over. Join us in the chat. That's where this chat is. It's in the Rumble, guys. This chat that you keep seeing come across the screen. So I was thinking, Hillary and Rachel Maddow tell the biggest lie of 2023. We should probably watch. I think you guys would dig that.
So I know I've covered this a couple times, but it happened again. So Hillary Clinton went on Rachel Maddow, and Glenn Greenwald says, what are the chances that Russia comes up? Hillary has been behind almost every false conspiracy theory of the last 25 years. Iraq WMDs, Iraq...
Nobody saw that one coming. Psst.
And Al-Qaeda alliance, Trump-Russia collusion, Putin controlling the U.S. through blackmail, Hunter laptop as Russian disinformation. She said Tulsi was also a Russian asset. She said all that. She's the biggest one. She goes, I'm going to join the one and only Rachel Maddow.
Oh, it's the next one. It's on the next slide.
And look at this. Hillary Clinton tweets it out. I'm going to join Rachel Maddow. And you couldn't reply. That raises an interesting question. How many people does Hillary follow?
Yeah,
Only people who followed her were allowed to reply. How many people does Hillary Clinton follow? My guess is not that many, yet way more than still watch MSNBC.
I think that's a safe bet.
Way more people follow
So she did it again.
than watch MSNBC.
So can you believe that you're one of the most prominent politicians in the history of America, and when you tweet about a television appearance, you don't let people respond to it? You try to censor people's comments?
Was there a lawsuit against Trump for like blocking people?
Yes, if you're in office, you can't do it.
Oh, but you can limit their
If you're out of office.
You can limit their replies.
So listen to how crazy this is. Listen, they just won't. So black is white, up is down, and accuse your opponent of doing what you're doing. Watch.
That the system of democracy at its heart is the idea that the people get to decide how we are governed. And if we no longer believe that our will is effectuated through the system, if bad actors tell us falsely that every election is stolen and that the only way an election is trustworthy is if they come out on top of it, then something it tells you something not just about that person or that moment.
They're saying this to a mirror. She's saying this to a mirror.
It maybe wounds us as a democracy in a way that is hard to repair. What do you think about how we get better after the wounds that have been inflicted on us through this process?
Well, so they're saying that Donald Trump has inflicted such a wound in this country because people no longer trust the integrity of our elections. They just spent the last 7 years straight saying that the election was was fraudulent and Trump was an illegitimate president, and then Putin literally flipped votes to get Donald. They just spent 7 years doing that, and now they're saying doing that is a a blow to democracy that we can never recover from. Watch what. Listen to what she said.
As damaging as that was to our democracy, I don't think it's as damaging as watching how almost all the people in power
This
now
is Jimmy
senile.
Dore, you guys, if you don't know.
That kind of ruins my faith in it a little bit.
D-O-R-E.
I think,
He's
you know,
also
the truth
on Rumble.
matters. I think having
The truth matters. Kurt, the truth. She really does think the truth matters.
He's blocked me on
and that's
Twitter.
why you have to always lie. You could go to jail.
Damn right it matters. Don't tell it. You don't tell it either. Keep your trap shut.
cases be brought in such professional manners. We'll see how they unfold. Obviously, the trials, if there are trials, are going to be critically important. But the article you mentioned that I published about the weaponization of loneliness really does, in my view, point to the larger cultural concerns, because the lack of trust, the divisiveness, the undermining of faith in ourselves, in each other, respect for our institutions, the rule of law, all of that has been deliberately inculcated within our body politic. You know, there were trends before. I mean, we have seen how people have become more...
Can you believe the balls on these two women? Yeah. And they're not even trans, as far as I know. But can you believe the balls on these women?
Yeah,
the balls that just
Can you
sit
believe
there-
the
that-
balls
was it
on these
Mengele
women?
who said you accuse your opponent
know.
of your
Can
you
Who
believe
said that?
he said
Was it
that?
Himmler?
yeah. So,
One of those Nazis said that. And so that's what they sound like. Because and they dress
He
it in
says
flowery
so
language.
casually.
And they're all criminals. And here, I want to show you this again.
Nobody even
A
laughed at that
supermajority
joke.
of Democrats think Russia literally flipped votes
It's such
in the 2016
such a
election.
And then just
gender
stopped after that?
offensive
And then just
joke.
why wouldn't they flip votes again in
Bro,
2020?
Hey,
So literally, it's,
hey, Jimmy, this is so gender offensive what you just said about those women. Can you believe the set of balls on these broads here? Look at this. Nobody's even laughing at my freaking joke because it's your delivery sucks, Jimmy.
67% of Democrats think it's likely or definitely true that Russia flipped votes in 2016. And can you get over this shit, that bullshit that they sling? How it's such serious insult to our democracy. You inflict a wound like that to make people not trust.
well, then it starts to sound like the people are bad also for not trusting. Like it started out, oh, there's
Yeah, well, he's being-
It's Josh G.
But they're saying Trump's being divisive and making
Mattow's never stricken you as being capable of experience having this.
people not trust our institutions. Really, who made people not trust our institutions in our elections?
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee. And you can have the election stolen from you.
I mean, I know I've showed this before, but I can't.
Actually, you win with Russia.
Oh, you're gonna show me your
That's
power
no,
bombs
no,
on your
but
car?
right.
Because I think he's an illegitimate president that didn't really win. So how do you fight against that in 2020?
You are absolutely right. He's an illegitimate president in my mind.
Could you be my vice presidential candidate?
Folks, look, I absolutely agree.
Trump didn't actually win the election in 2016. He lost the election, and he was put in office because the Russian genocide.
Trump knows he's an illegitimate president.
President elected, although legally elected, is not legitimate.
I don't see this
Got her car.
president-elect as a legitimate president.
You said you believe that Russia's interference altered the outcome of the election.
I do.
Mom
We have a
makes,
president who, if in fact is
first
proven,
appearance on my
has
show
been assisted
ever.
by the Russians and may in fact not be a legitimate president.
Okay, oh, here's Hillary.
The thing that Trump is fearful of when it comes to his being president is that finally we will see how illegitimate his victory actually was.
I have an objection.
So just remember what they said. I can't get over this.
That the system of democracy at its heart is the idea that the people get to decide how we are governed. And if we no longer believe that our will is effectuated through the system, if bad actors tell us
question
falsely
the
that every election is stolen, and that the only way an election
That's
is
so hypocritical.
trustworthy is if they come out on top of it, then something it tells you something not just about that person or that moment.
Question the election
It maybe
anyone
wounds
did.
us as a democracy.
You mean if someone does this? You mean if someone does this?
You can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
So you mean if someone does that? I'm wondering, is that what Rachel Maddow means when she says it?
The system of democracy at its heart is the idea that the
What
people
do
get to
you
decide
know?
how we are governed. And if we no longer believe that our will is effectuated through the system, if bad actors tell us falsely that every election is stolen and that the only way an election is trustworthy is if they come out on top
What
of
we
it,
were talking about earlier
then something
is there's playing gotcha, and then there's just evil. You know, this isn't playing gotcha. This is Jimmy exposing evil. Right? You guys all agree with that? I totally sympathize with exactly what Jimmy's saying here. And what he's exposing with Hillary Clinton and her hypocrisy. It's not about playing gotcha on Hillary Clinton. It's look at how freaking evil
Van
this woman is.
7686.
That she
Are you playing COD?
literally can't remember. There's videotape of her out there. You literally can't remember that you were questioning the election for 7 years. You're evil. And how dare anybody else question the election now? How dare you?
it's just something not just about that person or that.
So what this tells us is not something
What a
just about Rachel
hypocrite.
Maddow. because it does tell us something about Rachel Maddow, that she's the worst kind of person in the world.
Van
She's lying and
7686.
she knows it, and she's the exact thing that she projects on her
Van's
political
high.
opponents.
I'm not playing COD. No.
Moment. It maybe wounds us as a democracy
That's
in a
why
way
there's-
that is hard
that's why
to
there's
repair.
76 people watching.
And you guys didn't care because you guys did that for 7
I'm
straight
not
years. There was
playing
nobody.
COD.
Remember when she said Putin's going to turn off all your heating and electricity during the winter?
Hey,
in the Midwest?
but I've
And
been
you just make your
known
electricity go poof and
I've
you all
been
die.
known
Remember
the
she said that?
Fraganubadoo.
And then we did that to Germany. We blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. We took all
Well,
of
we
their
made a
energy.
proof. How about that?
Yeah. I know I shouldn't show this anymore, but I
I
can't.
see you have a
Because they keep doing it.
smoke.
No
so I
law
can go
regarding
around and shoot
cannabis.
my bong.
Cheers, Cyber, and everybody watching.
Cheers, bro.
All right, everybody in all the
Cheers,
chats.
everybody.
There's only 74 people smoking along.
Hell
Van
yeah.
7686. Cheers.
How many people can put
Delbert Grady.
an O in the chat?
Hell yeah, nice rip, brother.
Oh, 10 people left doing that bonghead. What a fucking offended fucking people.
It's
Did they
not-
heard
that's-
your Fifi was smoking?
It's not
Van
10.
7686.
Two people left.
Oh.
It's down to 62 now, right? And there was 75.
Yeah, but it's multiplied by 4.
Oh yeah,
It's
okay,
like
okay, fair enough.
three times or something. It's like 3 times the amount of viewers. I don't think they're real because we couldn't get anybody to say anything in the chat that came anywhere. Not even
That's
half.
true.
We couldn't even get half of the viewers to respond. So I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. You know, I don't believe those numbers until it's proven to me. I'm going to go along. I mean, even at a lower level, I believe that Rumble is inflating viewer
Probably,
viewer numbers. And people might say, "Oh, they're bots. They're bots." I don't think it's bots. I think it's just a manipulation of this. The counter.
Oh, can you hear me? I'm on a shitty mic right now. Can you hear me?
You know, you sound great.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you on a good speaker. Hopefully everybody can hear everything fine. I can move this microphone towards me a little bit if you're not hearing me clearly.
I'm gonna go out to the box.
I got an O. Yeah, I asked for O's. Only 2 people gave me O's.
Dave
Put on
Fishing.
short video, hammer wielding
Better.
man in 8 minutes of craziness. Oh my god. Salty Cracker's crazy. He puts up some really over the top content. I'm sure I'd get in trouble on YouTube for. I've got all my YouTube channels on right now. 7 people watching across all those.
Yeah, I'm only
channels.
watching on YouTube right now.
Now that's a realistic number of people watching. That's a number I feel like I can trust. 7 people. In the Rumble, it says 60 people watching. What were we saying? It's like 3 times. So 30. So there would actually be 20 people in here. If it says 60, I'm thinking there's 20 people watching for real. Maybe someday it'll prove different. And if that number says 6,000, and there's 600 people in here or whatever, that'd be great.
Van 7686.
I won't care about the inflation.
I'm watching.
I'm watching you. Watching me. That's watching you. Posting in the chat. Reading what you're saying. Totally doing it. We're doing it. We're making it happen. I'm totally playing a character right now, bruh. No, you're not dead. Yes, I am, bruh. No, you're not dead. Yes, I am, bruh. It's Rico in Georgia. You guys, yeah, let's watch
Donald
this.
Trump found some votes in Georgia. They just weren't the ones he was looking for. You know, it's not every day that the former president of the United States gets charged with multiple felonies. Or no, I guess at this point it is every day, it seems like.
Yeah,
but a
nobody
Georgia
cares,
grand jury indicted
right?
former President Donald Trump, charging him with felony racketeering and several conspiracy charges as part of a sweeping investigation into his attempts to overturn the 2020 election. The 41-count indictment also names 18 additional defendants, including legal luminaries like Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, John Eastman, Kenneth Chesebro, and Jeffrey Clark. Also among the indicted is Rudy Giuliani, who himself...
I think people are just too lazy to type anything here until you say something they disagree with, then they want to argue. Really? Should I troll? Should I troll them, Grandpa? Should I troll them into talking to me? Do you know there's a guy? I don't want to do it. I can just pop the cork out of the dam. It'll be horrible. We're not going to do it. Not going to do it. I can't tell you what to do, but I would. I love you, Grandpa. You like I troll him. I get him talking. Oh, lather him up for ya. Work him into a frenzy. Bro, I've done it before. I used to enjoy that kind of interaction, but I don't want to piss anybody off, is the thing. I'm listening but doing paperwork, says Pokedon. Hello, everyone. Crystal W. Hello. Trigger the crybaby, say I dare you, California Tiki. No. I don't want to trigger anybody. I want to get along, man. I want everybody to get along. Cyber, the nice people are trying to corrupt me. Just when I thought I was out, WH Grandpa's people pull me back in. Where were we? We were watching this.
Pioneered
That's
the use
where
of
let's
charges
watch.
to the mob back when he was U.S. attorney. This thing is incredibly ironic.
Well. How the turntables...
So let's break down the Georgia indictment. And as a reminder, the indictment contains unproven allegations.
the
Just because the grand jury
crybabies.
voted to
I'm
indict
triggered.
all
I'm
means that they
Crystal.
believe there was probable
I'm
cause that a crime may have been committed. That is a far cry
Bring
from the
back
standard beyond a reasonable doubt.
2012
The prosecutor will
nay.
need to prove at
No.
Starting with the premise that, quote, Trump...
Don't bring back 2012 nay. No, don't do that. That's a bad nay. Not a nay that would fit into this at all. Not good.
And the other defendants charged in this indictment refused to accept that Trump lost, and they knowingly and willfully joined the conspiracy to unlawfully change the outcome of the election.
I like 2023
Trump and
nay.
18 alleged co-conspirators have been accused of 41 different counts.
I'm
now, not all of the
offended.
defendants are accused of having committed the same crimes. Trump himself has been accused of 13 of the 41 counts. More on that later. Count 1 is for
Crystal
violating the
says
Georgia
hi,
RICO statute. Basically, the way that this indictment is written is that the co-defendants engaged in several different general schemes in perpetration of 40 different counts, each of which functions as a predicate for count number 1, RICO. But let's start with the predicate offenses that Trump is charged with committing. A predicate offense is a type of crime that is related to another crime. In this case, the big crime is racketeering in violation of Georgia's RICO statute, and to violate RICO, a person must engage in a pattern of racketeering activity. Now, not every crime can be a predicate crime for Georgia RICO, and the law lists 43 specific crimes that can qualify under the law that can be used as a predicate act. But many potentially apply here. False statements in writings, impersonating a public officer, forgery, filing false documents, influencing witnesses, computer theft, computer trespass, computer invasion of privacy, and conspiracy to defraud the state, and acts of theft and perjury. And in the indictment, prosecutors listed 161 acts that they say prove that a violation of the RICO Act occurred. Among the acts include things like accessing dominion voting machines and influencing witnesses. Not all the acts are crimes on their own, and the indictment cites several Trump tweets, for example. And when asked whether a tweet can be a crime,
all the
Trump
acts
said
are
that tweets
crimes on their own.
To be acts taken in furtherance of the conspiracy.
They're trying to say the culmination of all the acts constitute a crime.
And are included because the grand jury believes they were part of the illegal effort to overturn the results of Georgia's 2020
conspiracy,
presidential
if you will.
election.
Now, this is very similar to the rules regarding normal garden variety conspiracies, which we covered in the context of the DC indictment. Crimes are often made up of smaller, non-criminal acts. Buying a gun is legal. Buying a gun as part of a criminal conspiracy to rob a bank is illegal. Telling lies is legal. Telling a lie as part of a conspiracy to defraud someone is illegal. But that's how you get really dumb legal takes like this tweet. Things that are apparently illegal in America. Tweeting that you're watching TV, reserving rooms for meetings, asking someone for a phone number. Which is not only a dumb legal take, it was actually stolen from somebody else. But at least it gave rise to one of the greatest tweets from Internet Hippo. New right-wing thing is describing crimes as generically as possible to pretend like
they're not crimes. Someone gets convicted of conspiracy and they start yelling, wow, so it's illegal to make plans with friends now. But as both crimes on their own and as predicate for RICO, the indictment alleges several different schemes. There are some similarities with the various schemes with the DC indictment, but there are also differences. The first is the fake electors plot. The indictment alleges that co-defendant Mike Roman, who worked for the Trump 2020 campaign as director of Election Day operations, helped organize slates of phony Trump electors purporting to represent the electoral votes from battleground states, including Georgia. On November 30th, 2020, Roman instructed an unindicted co-conspirator to, quote, coordinate with the individuals associated with the Trump campaign to contact state legislators in Georgia and elsewhere on behalf of Donald Trump and to encourage them to unlawfully appoint presidential electors from their respective states. This allegation shows that the effort to send false certificates to NARA and Congress was highly coordinated by people connected to Trump. On December 3rd, 2020, Giuliani, Ellis, Stallings, and Eastman met with members of the Georgia Senate who were present at a Senate Judiciary Subcommittee meeting and solicited them to violate their oaths of office by unlawfully appointing presidential electors from Georgia. During the hearing, Giuliani made two false representations that at least 96,600 mail-in ballots were counted in the November 3rd, 2020 presidential election in Georgia, despite there being no record of those ballots having been returned to a county elections office. And
any Giuliani fans out there? He's looking for help. He's looking for financial help for his legal fees. He went to Donald Trump looking for him and his lawyer had a meeting with Donald Trump asking if Donald Trump would pay his legal fees. And he's supposedly financially not doing well. So if you're a big fan of Giuliani and you want to try to assist, you can spread the word about what's going on with him right now. I don't know how you guys feel about Giuliani. CNN's going to do a special on Rudy Giuliani.
W.H.
I want to say tomorrow night.
Hey YouTube world. Just wanted to drop in here and say hello and let you know I'm not the enemy. Just a man who loves ever young. We all need to come together.
Yo, WH Grandpa, is that you on YouTube, bro?
W.H. Grandpa. Everyone, sorry. I have fat fin.
Yes. Okay, cool. I'll make you a moderator, bro, on my YouTube channel. You're on the main channel? Here. Where do we go? Add as moderator. There's only 4 people in there right now, but you've got a wrench now, bro. Hell yeah. It's like, I'm all worried about the impersonators now, bro, right? I'm all over that shit. I told you, I got your back. Isn't that in the title? It's in the title of this video. WH Grandpa on Truth S0ciaI Special Event. Impersonators are a part of... What's the title say? Are a part of... What's the title say? Are a part of public life. We got you, bro. Exactly. There you go. You got it. Title drew me in. No, I drew you. Bro, it was the conversation you were having with Woke Up 2021 on Truth S0ciaI. drew me in. I was like, what? Dude, you should have seen me. I was all over Truth Social trying to figure it out. I was like, I'm all going to figure this out. I'm going to find out what's going on. I'm going to read all these posts. Hell yeah. Donald Trump says, many people are asking, should I do it in Donald Trump's voice? Many people are asking whether or not I will be doing the debates. All Americans have been clamoring for a president of extremely high intelligence. As everyone is aware, my poll numbers over a wonderful field of Republican candidates are extraordinary. In fact, I'm leading the runner-up, whoever that may be, by more than 50 points. Reagan didn't do it, and neither did others. People know my record, one of the best ever. So would I debate? I'm your man. Make America great again. Kaveffi. I added the Kaveffi part. So I should do readbacks of Donald Trump's posts from Truth Social on here in Donald Trump's voice, and it should be a bit that I do every day. And I'm gonna work on that growl every once in a while. It's something I gotta throw in there. Because every once in a while, he's got that little
Dave
growl.
Fishing.
I forgot about that. I've never
GOP
done that
debate
before.
To do interview with Tucker
I was
Carlson.
thinking about him. I was like, when he's talking, sometimes he's got like a little swagger growl that he throws in there. I gotta remember that. Never forget the man's swagger. Trump skipping first GOP debate to do interview with Tucker Carlson. So he takes viewers away from the debate. It's good. Good for him. He's smart. Come listen to me. Don't listen to those fools that are copying my platform and saying they're going to pardon me. You know, the way to support me is to not run against me. Let's start with that. You know? I can't stand all of the there's always such a large number. There's like this huge field of morons that are stealing other people's platforms, saying the exact same things, and you're like, why don't y'all just get together and get behind one person, the original person that came up with all of the great ideas that you stole. How about that? That would help. That would be so helpful, right?
But when they want to get money and be popular, people will talk about them.
You ever heard of ranked choice voting? Cyber? You still there? We lost Cyber. We have a Cyber down. 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 Cyber down. Oh, am I still live? Drop frames 0. What's up? What's up? Yeah, the title drew me in. Nobody will watch if Trump's not there. Mozart bathroom break. He's doing good on potty training so far. Got to get him outside for a few minutes. Be right back. Grandpa, it's okay if I send you a private message. You don't have to respond, but it's about how I find out about the channel. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good Friday. Pot Miner. Hello, Pot. I hope you are too.
You hear me?
There he is.
Hey.
Joe Rogan doesn't follow me back on Truth Social. Whatever, Joe Rogan. Psst, I don't know.
Enoch YU Beaslin 420. Yo son, what up? I'm making some homemade meatballs.
Enoch, what's up, bro? Uh-oh. Not following me. Not following me. You got to go. That's right, I checked, folks.
2020 presidential election in Antrim County, Michigan, mistakenly recorded 6,000 votes for Joseph R. Biden when the votes were actually cast for Donald John Trump. During the hearing, defendant Ray Smith, an Atlanta lawyer, made 6 misrepresentations about election fraud, such as claims that 66,248 underage people illegally registered to vote before their 17th birthday. While Trump was tweeting, Ken Cheesebro was organizing the fake electors in battleground states. On or about the 11th day of December 2020, he sent an email with attached documents to Mike Roman. The documents were to be used by Trump presidential elector nominees in Georgia for the purpose of casting electoral votes for Trump, despite the fact that Trump lost Georgia. Defendant James Schaefer, who was then the chairman of the Georgia Republican Party, oversaw a December 2020 meeting at the state capitol of 16 GOP electors who signed documents falsely claiming Trump won. Schaefer and several other defendants created a document entitled Certificate of the Votes of the 2020 Electors from Georgia, with knowledge that said document contained the false statement, "We, the undersigned, being the duly elected and qualified electors for President and Vice President of the United States of America from the state of Georgia, do hereby certify the following." Trump and his co-defendants included the fake certificate in a legal filing. And then there was the attempt to call a special legislative session. On December 5th, 2020, Trump called Governor Brian Kemp and allegedly requested and importuned Kemp to call a special session of the Georgia General Assembly. Oh, so like we're not supposed to importune people anymore.
I thought this was America. Huh? Is this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
But on December 6, 2020, Trump tweeted, "Gee, what a surprise. Has anyone informed the so-called says he has no power to do anything Governor Brian Kemp and his puppet Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan that they could easily solve this mess and win signature verification and call a special session? So easy." On December 7th, Trump called Speaker of the Georgia House of Representatives, David Ralston, and asked him to convene a special session of the legislature for the purpose of unlawfully appointing presidential electors in Georgia. Prosecutors alleged that Trump was trying to coerce Ralston, Kemp, and Miller into committing a felony. Then there was the New Year's Eve lawsuit. Trump's campaign filed several legal challenges in Georgia seeking to throw out ballots or overturn the results. The indictment says that the New Year's Eve lawsuit, which was filed by John Eastman, included statements about mass fraud that Trump knew were false. The statements included the suggestion that dead people, underage people, felons, unregistered voters, and people with P.O. boxes illegally cast votes. The lawsuit demanded that Kemp and Raffensperger decertify the election results, and Trump signed a document verifying the facts of the complaint were true to the best of his knowledge. Then there was, of course, the perfect phone call. On January 2nd, 2021, 44 days after Biden was declared the victor in Georgia, Trump called Brad Raffensperger and said, quote,
"I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state."
And flipping the state is a great testament to the country. I only need 11,000 votes. The indictment says that during the call, Trump made 13 false assertions about election fraud in Georgia. He told Raffensperger that, quote,
"The ballots are corrupt, and you're going to find that they are, and which is totally illegal. It's more illegal for you than it is for them, because you know what they did and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense, and you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan, your lawyer. That's a big risk."
Raffensperger's lawyer, Ryan Germany, told Trump that Raffensperger didn't have legal authority to conduct another recount, but Trump applied pressure, quote,
"Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this, and it's going to be very costly in many ways."
Trump followed up his call by threatening Raffensperger on social media. According to the indictment, Trump's scheme to overturn the election continued at least until September 7, 2021, when he sent Raffensperger a letter. Trump told Raffensperger that DeKalb County had violated the proper chain of custody procedures for 43,000 absentee ballots. Quote, "I would respectfully request that your department check this, and if true, along with many other claims of voter fraud and voter irregularities, start the process of decertifying the election, or whatever the correct legal remedy is, and announce the true winner. As stated to you previously, the number of false and or irregular votes is far greater than needed to change the Georgia election result." Now, as you can probably already tell, Trump and his co-defendants are going to need a good lawyer. If you need a great lawyer, my firm, the Eagle Team, can help. If you or a loved one has suffered from cancer, suffered an injury or death in the family, or were involved in a car crash, we can represent you or help find you the right attorney. Just click on the link in the description office. Once there, the election official Misty Hampton invited them in, and the conspirators allegedly and on camera accessed the Coffee County voting machines, and in the words of Scott Hall, quote,
"We scanned every freaking ballot."
The indictment alleges that Latham and the others were not authorized by the election board to do this, and that after they imaged the voting machines, they then disseminated the secret voter data from the servers at Sullivan Stricker to other co-conspirators. And then there was the harassment of Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shay Moss, who were both elections workers. During the January 2nd conversation with Raffensperger, Trump said that Freeman was a scammer who was responsible for fraudulently awarding at least 18,000 ballots to Joseph R. Biden at State Farm Arena, and allegedly some of Trump's co-defendants traveled from out of state to harass Freeman, intimidate her, and to solicit her to falsely confess to election crimes that she did not commit. For example, Stephen Lee, a police chaplain from Illinois, tried to intimidate Freeman by making a surprise visit to Freeman's home in mid-December 2020. And as you can see on the video, the police body cam footage shows Lee acknowledging that he had knocked on Freeman's door and offered to provide a pro bono service to her.
You may want to let her know that I've got some pro bono
service for her.
Afterwards, Lee allegedly asked Harrison Floyd to arrange a meeting with Freeman to discuss an immunity deal in exchange for false admission of committing election fraud, and Floyd was the director of the Black Voices for Trump. So that takes us to the predicate offenses. The foregoing summary is just the tip of the iceberg here. The indictment goes into much greater detail about the acts that Trump and others allegedly engaged, and this video would be feature length if I went into all the detail of the crimes, the alleged facts. But based on the foregoing facts, the co-defendants are accused of 41 different counts. One of the patterns that you see in this indictment is that it alleges crimes committed by the folks on the ground, and then the very next count is the crimes that allegedly were committed by the leaders of the conspiracy and the ones who would sort of plan things out and coordinated. And Donald Trump in particular is accused of committing 13 different crimes. The first was the solicitation of violation of an oath by a public officer. Under Georgia Code Section 16-10-1, any public officer who willfully and intentionally violates the terms of his oath as prescribed by law shall upon conviction be imprisoned. Georgia law requires public officials to take an oath to, quote, support the Constitution of the United States and of the state. The governor, attorney general, secretary of state, and members of the state legislature all took the statutory oath upon assuming office. And Trump is accused of soliciting conduct such as altering the results of an election, which arguably violates the oath that Raffensperger, Ralston, and others swore. Trump was also charged with violating this section by sending Raffensperger a letter in September 2021. Then there was the conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. Under Georgia Code 16-10-23, a person who falsely holds himself out as a peace officer or other public officer or employee with intent to mislead another into believing that he is actually such officer commits the offense of impersonating an officer. Trump and the defendants unlawfully conspired to cause certain individuals who falsely hold themselves out as the duly elected and qualified presidential electors from the state of Georgia. Trump and the defendants are alleged to have unlawfully conspired to cause certain individuals to falsely hold themselves out as the duly elected and qualified presidential electors from the state of Georgia, public officers, with intent to mislead the President of the United States Senate, the Archivist of the United States, the Georgia Secretary of State, and the Chief Judge of the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia into believing that they actually were such officers. Then there was the conspiracy to commit forgery in the first degree. In Georgia, a person commits the offense of first-degree forgery when, with the intent to defraud, he or she knowingly makes, alters, or possesses any writing other than a check in a fictitious name or in such manner that the writing as made or altered purports to have been made by another person at another time with different provisions or by authority of one who did not give such authority and utters or delivers such writing. Here, fake electors signed certificates falsely certifying that they were duly elected and qualified electors for the President and Vice President of the United States of America from the state of Georgia, when that was not true. And count 11 charges Trump with presenting the fake certificate to the Archivist of the United States in Fulton County, Georgia. Then there was a conspiracy to commit false statements and writings. False statements and writing is covered by Georgia Code 16-10-20, which states that any person who knowingly and willfully falsifies, conceals, or covers up by any trick, scheme, or device a material fact, makes a false, fictitious, or fraudulent statement or representation, or makes or uses any false writing or document knowing the same to contain any false, fictitious, or fraudulent statement or entry, has committed a crime. Now, this law differs from the general charge of making false statements in violation of Georgia Code Section 21-2-560 because it does not require an oath and criminalizes any knowing and willful false statements in any manner within the jurisdiction of any state or local department or agency. Now, counts 13 and 19 relate to the fake electoral certificate. Counts 29 and 39 are connected to the Raffensperger call. Count 28 charges Mark Meadows in addition to Trump for solicitation of violation of oath by a public officer for the perfect phone call. And Fonnie Willis could have charged the election fraud version of this crime, but that crime isn't a RICO predicate, which is probably why the more general false statements law was used here. And then there's the filing false documents charge under Georgia Code 16-10-21B. Trump allegedly violated these sections by attesting to the facts in the New Year's Eve lawsuit and by filing false elector certificates. So now that we've talked about all of the predicate acts, let's talk about racketeering. Let's talk about what Trump and Young Thug have in common, and that is a Georgia RICO charge. Some commentators have had to fall on their swords because this time it is RICO.
Funny. It's RICO. Are you happy now?
Now, contrary to popular belief, just because something might be a RICO violation on a federal level or a state level, that doesn't necessarily mean that the crimes are more serious or that the defendant faces more jail time. RICO, first and foremost, was a tool created to deal with especially difficult to convict criminal enterprises. Georgia's RICO law was enacted in 1981, about a decade after the original federal RICO statute, and the Georgia RICO law was modeled on the federal version, which Congress enacted to deal with mafia bosses. RICO allowed prosecutors to tie mob bosses to the actions of their underlings who carried out the crimes on their behalf. So RICO was created not because it's more strict, but because it's easier to prove in certain situations. RICO can be a way for a prosecutor to send a method.
Donald Trump has just gone over 6 million followers on Truth Social. I just checked. He's on one of the people that's following him, and I was just looking at his numbers yesterday. He's at 6.03 million.
Message like conspiracy,
and his Twitter account has like double the amount of followers as Joe Biden. He's got like 65 or 70, I don't know, million. Joe Biden's got like 30 something. And he's more like at 80 something, or Trump's at like 80 million or something.
It allows you to bring in a lot of evidence and other people that might not otherwise be an explicit part of the crime, and sometimes this can be a good thing and sometimes it can be a bad thing. In Georgia, RICO cases tend to take a really long time and takes lots of resources which prosecutors can use as a tool to strong-arm some defendants. Now, it's generally easier to convict someone under Georgia's RICO statute than it is under the federal statute. In part, it's because the law is expansive, but also has
Enoch,
actual
what's up,
definitions.
bro?
Now, federal RICO is very complicated. I've actually litigated federal RICO before, and federal courts have adopted a very complicated test that prosecutors often have a hard time meeting. But Georgia courts seem to skirt over this issue. This is my gloss of what needs to be proven, but the case law is fairly underdeveloped in Georgia. Georgia Code 16-14-4B states it shall be unlawful for any person employed by or associated with any enterprise to conduct or participate in directly or indirectly such enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. So in other words, a prosecutor has to prove an enterprise, a pattern of activity, and a racketeering activity. Now, the definition of enterprise is extremely broad. As defined by the Georgia Code, enterprise means any person, sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, business, trust, union chartered under the laws of the state or any other legal entity, or any unchartered union, association, or group of individuals associated, in fact, although not a legal entity, and it includes illicit as well as licit enterprises and governmental as well as other entities. Now, pattern of racketeering activity means engaging in at least 2 acts of racketeering activity in furtherance of one or more incidents, schemes, or transactions that have the same or similar intents, results, accomplices, victims, or methods of commission, or otherwise are interrelated by distinguishing characteristics and are not isolated incidents within a 4-year period. And then finally, racketeering activity means to commit or attempt to commit or to solicit, coerce, or intimidate another person to commit any crime which is chargeable by indictment under the laws of the state involving basically one of the 43 types of enumerated crimes which we've already talked about, and of which there are a lot alleged here. Now, the Georgia indictment lays out a pretty clear enterprise. In fact, it's the same enterprise, someone running for re-election from the government, that was basically at issue in a case called Caldwell versus State that I'll talk about in just a second. And there are way more than 2 instances of conduct alleged in the indictment that can form a pattern. And finally, a lot of the alleged conduct qualifies racketeering activity as it fits within many of the enumerated categories of the RICO statute. Now, Georgia courts have concluded that at least one of the predicate acts for the RICO charge must have been committed in the county in which the criminal proceeding is brought. However, the RICO law lets the government introduce evidence of crimes committed outside of Georgia to prove that there was a wider criminal conspiracy. And that's what...
Hey, Google, why are you such a slow, lazy bitch? Step it up.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying, man. It takes fucking 10 seconds for that bitch to react.
Yeah.
What the indictment alleges, that Trump and his allies operated a criminal enterprise in Fulton County, but also in other Georgia counties and other swing states. Now, the Georgia RICO Act has been used in a wide variety of different cases historically, including charging 4 people with running an assisted suicide network in violation of state law. It was used to prosecute former DeKalb County Sheriff Sidney Dorsey, who was convicted of masterminding the murder of his successor, who was fatally ambushed in his driveway. Dorsey was found guilty of murder and racketeering after he organized 4 men to kill his opponent. Fawny Willis used it to convict Atlanta teachers in a test cheating scandal involving 180 educators. And Willis is currently pursuing several RICO cases, including a racketeering case against Young Thug and several other rappers affiliated with the alleged street gang Young Slime Life. Now, the expansion of RICO laws has had plenty of criticism. Some people argue that the list of predicate offenses is way too broad. It can also complicate a case by making it more difficult to try. And Trump will likely argue that the law can't be used against a political campaign. However, there's precedent for using the Georgia RICO Act for corrupt political campaign maneuvers. In an early case called Caldwell versus State, the Supreme Court of Georgia found that RICO applied to an elective office holder seeking re-election, specifically the commissioner of the Georgia Department of Labor. There, Caldwell and 15 employees of the Department of Labor maintained control of the department through a pattern of racketeering consisting of crimes related to the campaign preceding the 1982 election.
If I'm right, these numbers drop, it's going to go down to like 49. It'll go down. It'll do it over a little bit of time, but if one person leaves, it'll like subtract 3 more people slowly over like the next minute. Boom. Bro, I'm telling you. It just takes one person to leave and it subtracts 4 total. And it does it over like a minute, then thinks you're not going to notice. It's multiplying it, man. I could tell. You guys into numbers? I watch numbers too. But my throat's done. I gotta go. I gotta take a break. You guys take care. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. I will see you later today, okay? We'll meet back. You guys know how to find me. I'll be posting on Truth Social and letting you guys know. I'm at Nays Garden on Truth Social, where the speech runs freely and does on Rumble as well. So you'll be seeing a lot more rumblings and a lot more truths coming out. All right, you guys take care. Love y'all. Bye now.
Bye.